Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Scion of the Dark House, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Gothic horror podcast. Because this is a Gothic horror podcast, there may be some things that come up to a line for some people, such as blood, gore, violence, child endangerment, talk of abuse and trauma, body horror, and other such things. If any of these things come up to a line for you, please take a break. Your support means a lot to us, but so does your mental health. So this is a special level 20 one-shot. All of the characters here are level 20. They all leveled up. It's been about maybe 7 years since the end of the previous campaign, Campaign 1, Scion of the Dark House itself. And something interesting is going to happen that was set up a little bit before the end, so hopefully you all enjoy. So we begin, like I said, about 7 years after the end of the previous campaign. You all have grown quite a bit, both in power and age-wise. You have come to find various places in the world for yourself, and all seems pretty quiet. A lot of the work has been done. The world is no longer under threat from Tharizdun since you broke the last chain. Many incursions from the far realm have been stemmed and slowed. The Dark House is slowly being reconstructed, built back to its former glory by the Kreutzwald family. However, we're going to begin somewhere else. In a small and quaint little town just over the border into Caliburn, in a little tiny pub called the Sun and Sheep, where we have Arthur. You have just finished an assassination of some kind. I will let you figure out who your target was. And you are sitting at this bar inside this very familiar, you visited it once, but you've come to know it a little bit more. The owner has switched out. It is no longer the old owner whose name that I forgot. It is now a new owner named Marilyn Summerson. She is a blonde elf. She's significantly younger than the previous owner was, and kind of lucked into the position. It's a little bit convoluted how she did that, but she's been running it quite well. And she is currently cleaning a mug, sort of wiping it down and speaking with you since you are the only person in this bar. It's about probably 11 in the morning. You finished whatever it was late at night, trudged across the landscape, and made your way into the Sun and Sheep as she's cleaning out this stein and basically waiting for you to order another drink. You might have already had two at this point. And she's just, well, it's very interesting. Do you have any more adventure stories? I've always wanted to visit Gothia, but it's a bit sad and dreary.
For sure. I spent a great deal of time there in my youth. It's where I was born. Of course, you know that already, much time as I spend here, but wish I could say I had any grand adventures there, but I actually can't recall managing to even stay on the earthly plane for too long at one pop. Times though.
Weird. Are there like a lot of portal? I know sometimes people kind of walk into the Feywild here in Caliburn sometimes. But is there like something like that over there? Like, are there just portals to somewhere else just littered around?
One I can think of in particular, pretty infamous, but other than that, not that I recall, though I do remember some people strangely disappearing from time to time.
Sounds scary. Sounds like it would be full of adventure. I'm gonna have to go at some point.
Do it while you're young and you've still got the strength. Another one.
Oh, yeah. And she pours you another ale and kind of sets it on the counter. Um, so as she kind of is thinking of a question, formulating it, the gears kind of turning in her mind, she looks at your collar. You've had this key for quite some time, given to you by the proprietor of the Cuddly Rat, a black wrought iron key
Right.
with a sort of labyrinth symbol on the end of it. And she points to it and, where did you get that? When did you last clean it?
When did I last clean it?
You look down at it. It's not black anymore.
I
It's silver.
I've
I
never
don't
I've never cleaned it. How long has it been that way?
just today.
Uh well, that's fascinating.
What's your passive perception?
Uh 26?
Good Lord. Okay. So yeah, as you notice, the key, it's almost a mirror how shiny this key is. And you notice it's not reflecting the sort of cream colored ceiling and dark wood rafters across. It's a blue sky with green foliage, not a perfect mirror, but blotches of green and silver and blues. And holding it, there's a particular memory that pops up. You don't know why it pops up. You haven't thought about this person in many years, but a familiar cursed Eladrin prince pops into your mind for some reason as you hold this key that's now turned completely silver.
Um I think I gotta go.
And with that, we are going to shift over to Percy. It's a normal Tuesday in Gothia. You have probably just finished your mass for the day and have made your way home, passing through the gardens, which have been being updated, being cleaned. I will let you decide what you are doing with the various mushroom people that have come to live in that garden and what you will do with the remains of the greenhouse and the remains of Malice, the plant. But it seems Landon, your, I'm assuming, husband at this point, has been fixing up the garden in his spare time.
I've told him to let the mushroom people help him, and we're gonna help them build a new little area of buildings for them, just as a thank you to Zubtamoy, I think, for her help in the final battle.
Yep, so there's definitely been a lot of construction around the grotto. A lot of things have changed. The stable, one by one, the dead in the stable began to die.
Aw.
There were missing stable hands. And the last to go, sadly, was Ballerina the horse,
Aw,
which instead
ballerina.
of vanishing, she was frozen like a wooden statue mid prance in the middle of one of the lanes. The bitter
Cool.
blooms have spread. They're now completely encircle the lake. But a lot has changed. You've managed to reconstruct quite a bit of the house
My
that was
children
smashed.
are harshly warned to stay away from the bitter blooms.
I am very sure that they
To
are.
never accept any sort of seeds or offerings from anything from the bushes.
Yes. Your triplets are probably a bit too young to really process that, but Ingrid and Balthazar are definitely old enough to understand that concept, and they definitely don't go play down near the lake house at all. They stick with their other dad in the gardens or some of the other places, but they definitely don't go near the lake house. And you've probably gotten home. It's probably around maybe just after lunchtime, and your Asimar nanny, Hermione Angelos, is picking up after your children. After they've eaten, you come in, and Landon and Hermione are picking up the dishes. Nasir is in the kitchen choosing what to make for dinner. He was a gift of a sort from Rarik, a wonderful Egyptian chef who has learned a lot about Gothian food, and has definitely did some fusion dishes, bringing a lot of color and spice to.
We could use some spices.
Yes, he definitely he's actually able to get a lot of the spices for a lot cheaper through your dad's shipping companies. So they get a lot of business through there. This would also probably be the point that the Modron 99B64 comes through and starts cleaning the table very excitedly. They're very excited to clean. Always cleaning. You wake up in the middle of the night, they're cleaning. You know, they're just
9964. You don't have to do all that by yourself. He's not even listening. Looks like I missed lunch. Sorry about that, everyone.
Oh, that's all right. They ate well. Balthazar actually decided to eat his sandwich and not ask for dessert early.
Really?
Yes.
Even his veggies.
Surprisingly, yes, he did give them a try. Happy to say he does like bell peppers.
Well, we'll take our wins where we can get them, and I'll come and like give Land a little kiss on the cheek. And the garden's coming along great.
Yes. I have been trying to get some new trees to put in since a lot of the trees got knocked down. But it's just hard to find good, solid, sturdy trees that'll, stand up.
Most of the trees around here are sort of wispy gray.
Sad, very
fronds.
sad. Yeah, it's almost like whatever was there in the greenhouse previously is. It's almost like they were using a very special fertilizer and it just started to fade, and we haven't been able to replicate that.
Huh.
So that's a little bit of an issue.
I told you about malice, right? I wonder, they must have been doing something.
Right. Yes. Anyway, and at this point you hear a sort of strange sound from upstairs. It's strange but familiar. It is the gate that you have set up to Belladonna's house in the far realm, Prism, that she's ended up calling it. And indeed, in a couple of seconds, she does come down the stairs. She has stopped trying to look normal. She does come in with her cloak of stars that ends in weird flesh and eyeballs.
I'd like to think she's kept her passion for fashion, though.
Oh, yeah, she has.
It's just sort of left the realm of what humans would consider fashion, I think.
Yes, she made you several suits. She even made the suit for your wedding, but kind of went off the rails with like this. It shoots stars. The tie is alive.
It's gorgeous,
and kind of wiggles around.
I don't even know how you managed to weave like the astral sky into a fabric, but I feel like it might startle some people.
Well, I'm dropping by for a visit. Glad to see that you're here. And hello, you three. And she gives your triplets a kiss as Hermione is carrying them off to put them down for a nap after lunch.
Thank you, Hermione.
Yes, of course. And she kind of almost glides away. She's quite motherly, but she's almost a doll, practically.
Yeah.
Um,
I like come over to Bella and I'm like, I don't even know how I would manage if I didn't have all these people living in this house with me.
very
Um,
true. I do have a lot of help as well. Just trying to keep the universe in balance is kind of
right.
hard.
Any
Um,
universe-ending crises I should know about?
Not that I don't have already Hammy in the team on. There's a
Good.
few incursions here and there, but nothing too, just a few dreamy beholders and, you know, that sort of thing. Maybe a cult here and there, but they're small, easy to deal with.
Well, if you ever need any help from the Archbishop of Darkmoor, give me a holler.
Of course. I don't think I've noticed anything recently. It's actually been rather quiet as of late. Weirdly quiet.
Well, sometimes no news is good news.
Very true. So what have you been up to lately? I know you recently became the Archbishop of
Yeah,
Darkmoor, of course.
it's a lot of responsibility. I start like, helping pick up plates and things and trying to pick up before 996 is able to go grab them and like
They're just humming a happy tune as they're just speed cleaning, and it's just like, oh, you don't want to
yeah,
get your
okay,
hands.
well, he's fine. Um, and
Yeah, they were certainly an
thank you
interesting
again.
case.
He's really helpful around the house, so uh
I bet all that energy had to go somewhere.
yeah, things have been busy. A lot of new responsibilities as Archbishop, and I like put my hand on Leonard's back, and he's the head of the Gravediggers Guild now, so he's got
Oh,
a lot going on too.
congratulations. That's absolutely wonderful. Um, yeah.
And then, of course, repairs on the house, which I think will be
Oh,
happening long
yes.
after I'm dead. So
Right. Do you have any plans on what's happening to the laboratory? I know that fell down during
I
the,
don't really have much use for a laboratory, so I was thinking more of like a nice sunroom or something, but
I mean, a three-story sunroom is a bit ostentatious,
well, it
but
already has like the magic terrarium like ceiling thing, which is sort of fallen apart, but maybe we could find some artificer to repair that. Or just put in a big glass ceiling, who knows?
I mean that could work. Um, well, I'll probably stay for dinner. That would be lovely.
Wonderful.
I actually haven't eaten in when did I last eat? You forget these things when you don't really need to do them anymore. Um,
That's both freaky and amazing.
yeah.
It is starting to like weird Percy out. While she is like transforming into something not even quite human anymore, it is still weirding him out how he's seeing his own age and not seeing it like on her.
Yeah, she hasn't aged a single day. In fact, it's almost like she's gotten younger somehow, but also taller.
Yeah. And she was
It's
the older
very
sibling,
strange.
so it's like weirder for him to like look older than her now.
Yes, very much so. As she's just kind of standing there and you're a little bit in awe, you remember you can't see her cats anymore.
Right.
You can't quite see her cats.
How are the cats? Are they still around? I can't see them
Oh,
anymore.
yes, they're still here. They're still prancing around.
I'd like
Huh?
to think maybe one of Percy's kids can see the cats. They just like had that passed down somehow.
Oh God, it's like Ingrid. She just runs up and just starts petting the air.
Oh, well, at least Ingrid's a fan. Nasir, make something
Yes.
special tonight. My sister's dining with us.
Ah, of course. Does the lady have any preference? Um, Not really. It's been a while since I've eaten. No idea what we could do. Ah, I'll start light. Chicken and rice.
Hmm.
And he goes and he pulls out a chicken.
You won't imagine the spices he has. Like, it's honestly, we want to like put salt on things here. So really any amount of spice is mind-blowing.
Yeah. I haven't had Egyptian cuisine. I kind of left the known worlds before I got to try it, so I'm kind of excited.
Oh, should I let mom and dad know you're here? We can all have dinner as a
Yeah,
family.
why not? Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do a quick sending to mom. Hey, mom, Bella's visiting. Let's all have dinner together at my place.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Your father and I will be right there. So, what did they say?
They're coming.
Wonderful. I can't wait to. Ouch! Oh, as she kind of doubles over and holds her side.
Oh, what are you okay? I'm instantly in like doctor mode.
Yes,
Like,
of course.
I do a
She
medicine check.
and there's the quiet time ending. Something's happened
To you, to the universe,
to the universe.
and you like feel that.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you're not
Kind
hurt.
of part of being the great beholder. You behold things.
Right.
Kind of the point. Um, come with me. I feel like it has something to do with you or someone close to you. Come on. And she grabs your hand and you all run into I'll just say the portal is probably in the Solarium.
Sure.
Um, as you run through the portal into her luxurious palace of prism. It is made with sort of lavender stone and glass. It is this strange, ethereal, fractal palace, almost seeming to shift and move as she takes you through. Um, you do end up passing her spectator butler. It doesn't really have a name, but it's very excited to work, as well as some of her other mind flayer butlers that have come to work with her. And she takes you into a very large room that itself is an orrery. It has different planets and glass discs, and it looks half mechanical, half celestial, made of the night sky. And she starts walking around, flicking buttons and levers and pulling chains. And a pinpoint of light appears, green, somewhere in between a few planets and glass discs. Right there.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what any of that means.
That's the Feywild. Something's going on in the Feywild.
Oh, really?
Yes, there was just a huge amount of energy just coming out all at once, like a hole got poked in it or something.
Uh, that's certainly not good. I'll reach out to Lark. Uh,
Definitely. And at this point, we are going to shift over to Lark. In the palace, in the Whispering Weald, the dark tree that sits over the whole place, you are in your throne room. Prank and Rumor are off somewhere else, and you think you heard the screams of panic early in the morning, but you are currently in your throne room with a new fairy that has arrived. You called in a favor from Oberon, but it seems Oberon was a little busy at the time, or at least would say that he's busy, and has instead sent this particular fairy. We all know Lark, but Alferion, would you like to introduce yourself real quick before we get into the scene?
Yes. Hi. So Alferion is a fairy, of course. Let's see. He has like sorry, currently blanking on the appearance, but I have it right here. Features and traits. Estúpalo. Um, is it features and traits or is it some other tab? Sorry, I don't mean to start this right off the bat.
I think description.
Description, there we go.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
sorry, I was muted.
Yeah.
So he is a fairy that is 1.5 feet tall. Uh, he has curly burgundy hair, not like Annie curly, but like wavy curly. He has honeyed cream skin. He also has curly burgundy, like these bright amber brown eyes, sort of like what amber stone would look like if sun was shining through it. And he has these wings on his back that are like a kingfisher bird, which is like on the outside, it has that like turquoise green color and then sort of like a golden color on the inside.
All right. So you two have been trying to figure out what exactly you're going to do about this particular situation when bursting in through the door is a familiar figure. It is Kane Moonfang, your werewolf bodyguard and the clan leader of your other sort of werewolf army that you have.
As one does.
Of course.
Kane, darling, you look absolutely wretched compared to what you normally look like. And you're interrupting. What is it?
Well, we had a bit of a situation at the border, and he pulls out from behind his back what appears to be, it's hard to tell, maybe a gnome, maybe a halfling. It's hard to tell because they don't have a humanoid head, they have a donkey head. With a sort of frilled collar, a very fancy looking vest, almost leprechaun shoes. Well, put me down. Fine. And he just hurls this donkey headed freak directly into the ground. He gets up. Ugh. Well, if I could explain myself, I am Bricklebrack. I sell magical goods. And I heard that you were a new Archfey and wanted to sell to you. I have some particularly wonderful magical items for sale, but somebody didn't like the idea of me just wandering in.
I mean, that is why Kane and his pack are here, darling. What could you possibly have to sell me? Look
Lots of
around you.
things. Magic swords, magic books, scrolls, staves, wands, figurines of wondrous power. In fact, I have a magical item that I'm going to give you as a gift so that you can remember my services and perhaps shop with me. And he draws a square in the air that then transforms into a square portal that inside you see there's tons of gold and other magical items. And he reaches in to the point where he's over the edge, kicking his little feet, going, where is it? There it is. And he pulls out a painting. It's probably about 4 feet tall. He's wobbling like crazy and he sets it down, leans it up against a chair. It's about a 4 foot tall, maybe 2 foot wide painting in a heavy wooden frame, burnished with gold. The thing that you notice is at the bottom where there would be a sort of plaque of some kind with like a name or the artist's name or whatever on it, there is instead just a flat piece of metal with a keyhole in it. Very bizarre. The painting itself is also incredibly bizarre. It looks like it was a painting of perhaps a meadow or rolling hills and forests that has been cut into concentric circles that have been spun in opposite directions, mixing and scrambling itself up like a combination lock. There. This bad boy has an immense amount of power, and I still haven't figured out what it does. But
Oh, Pet, Pet, Pet. You hear Lark call Pet, and then just a complete replica of Rarick walks into the room.
Yes, how can I serve you?
Do the thing. Tell me what this is.
Wonderful, will do. And he sort of does his little spell, and for 10 minutes, he sits there ritually casting Identify. I didn't get much off of it. Evocation, transmutation, kind of has the same frequency as a portal. The Identify spell didn't give me much.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Still, precaution is demanded, as we all know. Nothing in the Fey realm doesn't come without a price.
Well, sure, but this one is for free.
He's trying to pay the price to deal and also probably pass through the realm unmolested. We are a
little late for that.
Which begs the question, why would you give it to us for free?
Well, obviously, I want to ensure that I get good business. I buy magic items, I sell magic items. If I give away a bit of my stock for free to some powerful Archfey as some gifts and promotional material, obviously, people are going to want to shop with me. So, this is the opportunity. He stands very proud for a 3-foot tall, donkey-headed, child proportioned creature.
Well, I'm I am the only one of the four of us here, so I do have executive authority currently. I suppose your offering is acceptable for you to do business with us and our people, though mind your manners while you're in the Weald.
Of course.
And watch out for my sister. She's a little feral at times. You don't look like a rabbit, though, so you should be relatively safe. Lark motions to one of the four thrones is just covered in furs of herringons, specifically a certain 5 herringons from a dream sequence.
Oh no!
Dozens of campaign sessions. Yes, poor dear, she just really doesn't like the rabbit folk. Though they do make a nice bed, we found out, if you treat the hides properly.
Noted. Well, anyway, it was a pleasure doing business with you. I'll see you around. He snaps his finger and just vanishes in a cloud of gold smoke that hangs in the air for but a moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where it was Alferion, what's your name again?
Alferion.
Alferion, darling. When we took over this realm, I thought it would be all parties and murder and trickery, and it's only that 75% of the time. 25% administration. Ugh. Well, who am I kidding? I do enjoy it. So, you're who Oberon sent to cash in on the favor I did for him.
Alferion, as the ass was talking, Alferion was sitting on the edge of the table, or because there was the table with the chair, right? With that. And so Alferion flutters up a little with his wings and stands before sorry, what's the name again?
So most people collectively at this, I don't think the siblings' real names ever really came out and about. So they just go by their shortened names, and Lark is called Lark.
Right.
He is the eldest of the 4 siblings who rule this domain. Though, like, they were all born at the exact same time. Other than Panic, she's the baby. She came a few decades, centuries later.
So he faces Lark and he does like this gentle bow and he's like, "Yes, my dear. Lord Oberon has sent me to assist you."
Well, I suppose we should figure out some way to put you to work off that favor.
And with that, we're going to do a little bit of a time jump. The 4 of you got into contact with each other due to various interesting things happening. The key turning from black iron to silver, the strange painting, and the moat in the Feywild of energy. We jump forward, perhaps a few hours, perhaps a day, to the 4 of you standing in the throne room of the Palace of the Whispering Weald, standing before this painting, this incredibly powerful painting whose magic radiates like the sun. What would you all like to do?
And so you're saying this, I'm sorry, donkey person just showed up with this?
Yes, it was an offering, and he wanted to curry favor, and I had, oh, I don't, you guys probably haven't, like, he's off somewhere, so Lark's like, I had someone do a little poking around and couldn't really identify what it was.
Right. I'm having a hard time believing that the disturbance Bella detected was just a painting.
Percy, you look like shit.
Thanks, Lark. It's good to see you too.
I mean, oh my god. Lark's just like flitting around him. So Lark hasn't physically aged since the last time you guys saw him because he's a fucking Archfey now. The only change is his outfit is like it's giving my ancient Mycenaean priest. It's giving Princess Leia with like a skirt piece, and there's gold chains. He still has his little Bloodwell vial on, and his wings have gotten bigger. So he's just a big. He's like he's for Alferion's sake, he's a 2'3" tall fairy with giant monarch butterfly wings, and the white patterns in the monarch butterfly wings have slowly turned into skull-looking shapes as time has passed on, because he also draws power from, the Shadowfell a little bit for reasons. And he's just like, oh, look at you. You've got gray streaks in your hair.
No, I don't. I'm only 36.
Oh, darling, the dye's not hiding at all.
I like activate. I can produce like a halo and make my eyes glow and stuff. I'm like, all right, Lark, careful, or I'll turn on a big bright light and you'll fly towards it and zap yourself.
Okay, Percy. Keep telling yourself that, darling.
Some things haven't changed.
Your age, I mean, then again, you're half elf, right? Half elf,
yeah.
full elf.
So watch it.
Yeah. You're, I mean,
fabulous as ever. Thank you.
Yes.
Boys, I feel like we're being a little rude. Hi. Who are you? Why are you here?
What?
Hello. My name is he does that again, that little bow thing, and with his like wings outstretched, and he says, hello, my name is Alferion, and I am an envoy from Lord Oberon.
Jesus Christ. Who's this douche nuts?
Oberon owed me a favor. I made someone disappear permanently, and this is what I get for it.
Yeah.
Right, well,
constipated.
Glad to have the extra hands, I guess. So whoever detected magic on this or whatever said it's reminiscent of a portal?
Is that right, Pet?
And I guess Rarick walks into the room. You all recognize
I
Rarick
feel
walk into the
like
room.
Percy would have had seen Rarick at least in the last year or two. So I think this Rarick's probably significantly younger looking than
Right.
the current
Probably.
Rarick. Lark, what have you done?
What the fuck is that?
Why should one mortal kingdom get an all-seeing oracle for themselves?
Did you make your own Rarick?
I built my own Rarick. I mean, don't worry. He
Oh
gave me a
God,
few
you do
scales
not
every now
get
and
to do
again.
that to me, by the way.
As far as you
Absolutely
know.
not.
I still have some blood droplets in a vial of yours somewhere,
Of
and some of
course you do.
Arthur's hair.
Keep talking, Percy. Keep talking.
So, pet, darling, what? Tell us what you got off of it when you did your little rituals.
Yes. Well, it had a lot of transmutation magic, a lot of evocation magic. It was very reminiscent of portals.
Huh. Well, glossing over the egregious crime that you've made here, do you think maybe he could take a look at this?
Of course, a crime. It's not a crime. But
Eh,
please,
misdeed? You get the point.
it's just a little magic.
That's what they always say. And he'll hand the thing over.
Yeah. And he casts Identify on it, probably using a ritual so he doesn't use up his spell slots since they don't come back until you destroy it. Oh, it has a very similar frequency to the painting. The Identify still doesn't give me anything. Still lots of transmutation and evocation magic. And he hands it back.
Do you think Arthur's perception? Well, yeah, I guess with a 26, it would probably be enough to like maybe sort of recognize some of the shapes in the painting as the thing maybe he saw in the key reflection situation.
Yeah, they are very similar color blues, very similar color greens.
So, I mean, he's not the brightest kid in the world, but he'd probably just maybe do one of these, like a, huh.
Is that your cuddly rat key?
I wonder, well, I mean, it used to be. Now it's whatever this is.
As you hold it up and kind of line it up with the painting, you will watch the painting begins to move. The circles begin to move, realigning themselves, and the labyrinth turns almost to liquid and begins to swirl, undoing itself until it swirls into a sort of elaborate end to the key. A face surrounded by silver leaves. You would definitely recognize this face. It's a face that has been burned into your memory, Arthur. It's the face of Tig.
Is that what is he doing on what's you guys are seeing the same thing I am, right?
You would also recognize the painting. This seems to be a painting, even though it was a different color palette in your vision way back when you had it the first time. This is Riverbend. The painting is of Riverbend. The castle in the background is the same. The trees are very similar, except they are covered in green foliage and full of life. But it's Riverbend.
Hey guys, you maybe want to save a lost Fey realm? Huh? One last adventure?
Oh, this is the dryad that you had the hots for.
Okay, first of all, he was an Eladrin, and two,
Right,
I did.
plants. Well, I guess that explains why you're so gung-ho about this, but all
I
right, Arthur,
thought
for
it
you.
like a cool thing to do. Plus, like, I don't really have anything better going on. I just killed this Baron guy. His neck was hard to chop through.
Like this whole time,
Right.
Lark's just been whispering to quicklings that keep like running up to him and popping up onto his shoulder. And he's
Mhm.
just like whispering in Sylvan to one, go let the queen know. We found it. Because he told her about this years ago.
Right.
And he's just gonna be like, um, so assuming this is however time later, he's just gonna look at the Raric simulacrum and be like, send a sending to Prank and Rumor and tell them to return post haste because I'm off on an adventure and we don't want a repeat of the last time Panic was alone on the throne by himself.
Oh,
Right. Will
yes.
do right away. And he turns and walks over to the window and kind of holds up his staff and begins casting sending spells.
Very
I
nice.
should be back rather quick.
All right, well, one more for old time's sake, boys.
You want me to put it in the hole?
I mean,
Of
I'd
course,
hope
that's
at
how
this
we're
point
starting
you
off.
still weren't a virgin. Wait, can I? Lark's just gonna sniff him a little and be like,
Can you tell
virgin
by
scent?
smell if someone's a virgin or not?
It's canon. We've established it already.
Very true.
Yeah.
Oh, Arthur, it doesn't. It smells like you haven't stuck it in anyone's hole.
Okay, first of all, that's neither here nor there. And two, shut.
Just put the key in the painting.
Okay.
Well, I think we all know why he wants to go now.
God, it was like 2 seconds of behind him doing the thing.
You insert the key in the lock, twist it, and there is a loud ka-chunk. The painting vibrates as it rises into the air and begins to expand, forming a 5 foot wide, 9 foot tall arched doorway. The wood of the frame becomes almost like a beautiful frame of a mirror. The painting itself becomes almost a window to another reality, a portal. The birds sing. You smell the breeze. It's floral and sweet and cool, but there's still a warmth to the air like a spring day. You hear the trickling of the river that's running through the painting, and the portal is open.
Well, Geronimo.
Um, I feel like at that point, Lark's just like delegating tasks to people nearby, and then like maybe a portal's opening up and one of the siblings shows up and he's just like, oh, thank the queen. We're off. Which one showed up?
Let's
Who came
say
out?
rumor. Rumor's probably
Rumor.
the fastest.
Darling, I do apologize for interrupting your little walkabout, but we're off to, I don't know, invade or save a sealed Fey realm.
Oh,
Invade? I don't did we discuss that?
I mean, I'm not going to take an army in Arthur, but if they threaten ours, we do need to respond accordingly.
Okay, fair enough.
well, I will make sure that the realm is, of course,
Mhm.
together.
Yes, we.
Like you said, we don't want an incident like last time.
Yes, yes, yes. Cain and the wolves are already about, and the Hag Coven. They should be delivering a potion shipment. I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
yes. Dorcas
worst
Wrigglerot
scouting.
has still been working on perfecting her owlbear form potions.
I mean, you think that after doing it for so long, she'd be better at it, honestly.
Well,
Um,
at least this batch didn't 100% of the time give people owl bear lycanthropy, but
yes. Oh, well, I leave it in your capable hands, sibling, and don't forget we have fail-safes A through E if we need them.
of course,
I'm
yes.
going to be taking R with me, just as a little surprise. Lark vanishes in a puff of smoke and then reappears after, because he can do that now because everything's low light in the palace other than that portal. And he can just
yep.
teleport through low light for free.
That's new.
Oh, I'm an Archfey in their domain. I've got extra power here. It's fine.
Okay, sneaky. Are you quite done?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be. How about you folks?
Geronimo?
And Alferion, if you don't mind, I think I'm going to leave my little pet here to keep an eye out. He's got very good eyes of the Oracle and whatnot. Though if you wouldn't mind, why don't you tag along with us and assist?
Yeah, two of them. Excellent.
Of course, I would be more than happy to assist you.
Thank you, thank you.
And Alferion just has like this impish grin.
Of course.
I'm like waiting for it here. Oh, I see flipping.
Yes. So you pass through the portal into this realm. Riverbend has changed quite a bit from the last time you've seen it, Arthur. There is no longer the sulphurous sky filled with dark clouds and lightning. The trees have foliage on them. The grass is green and not yellow and dying. It seems very pleasant. As you all begin to walk along, for a while, it almost feels like this place doesn't need rescuing. Like whatever's happened is done. But then Jasmine has a grossed out reaction that you feel. Like she stepped in something she doesn't want to step in. And as you look at her paw, she kind of picks it up. There's green on the bottom of her paw.
Green.
Green. Like green paint. And you also notice that your shoes are sticking almost like this is a mud. And the two of you that are walking notice this. Your shoes are sinking into the ground like it's mud. And then like it's fabric, buoyed in the air. As you all walk along, your footprints are smearing the grass. The rocks have a canvas texture to them. Your footsteps bend the earth, and the background, the castle in the distance, bobs violently up and down as if it's a cardboard cutout on a piece of fabric. And then you hear a great ripping sound as the world unravels and you all fall through a huge spiral of canvas fabric and paint. Tiny towns and castles fly up like pop-up books. The fabric rips and curls outward, exploding into almost like a pop-up book, spewing out little towns and houses and meadows and windmills. Light shines in, searing and burning as crystal butterflies begin flying around. You are falling through what seems to be a portal made of the painting itself. And I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
What?
And I have to grab my dice.
Okay. All right. Do I need to roll for anybody else? Nope, it's just me this time.
Ooh.
27.
27. Where did my pencil go? There we go. So Arthur got a 27.
It's like, where is initiative?
Should be right next to your AC.
There you are.
Lark got a 6.
6 for Lark.
Hell yeah. Percy got an 11.
11 for Percy.
I'm imbued with godly power, but I am not fast.
So Alferion got a 16.
a 16. So you're going to be going before the portal.
Ew.
So first up is Arthur. You and Jasmine are falling through this portal.
What the absolute shit? What does he even do? He's probably just like flailing, like we're just falling. I don't have feather fall. I don't have okay, hang on. I've got a pitten. Is there something to like could I like pitten onto? Like
Yes. Make me a regular melee attack as if you were using a sword.
as if I was using a sword. Okay. So that's
Just like a regular sword.
yeah, no, it was popping my other windows open. Okay, so 19.
That doesn't hit. You strike the side of this strip of canvas and your pitten just scrapes paint off of it, and you're sent flying as the canvas seems to bounce you back towards the center of this spiraling portal.
Oh God. Okay. Would I recognize like shit? No, I don't know that I would have. I didn't take time to sense a creature, so I don't necessarily know that there is a creature. So I wouldn't have anything to Hunter's Mark. I really don't think there's anything else I can do. I'm just falling,
Just
like
falling confused
I
through
think
the
I'm just
portal.
gonna continue to fall and scream, maybe.
All right. So then it is Alferion's turn. What would you like to do? Despite the fact that you are flying, you are being pulled through this portal. So,
I mean, is there really anything that can be done? I mean,
there is.
I mean, you can fly, so there's that.
Yeah, but it's not like that's doing me any good. I'm still being pulled into the portal.
True.
I mean, one second. Spells. I do have like this terrain based spell where it's like conjure animals, beings, fairy fire, moonbeam, polymorph, blah blah blah. Oh, commune with nature. But I mean, it's not real nature, right? It's paint.
Doesn't seem to be. It's paint and canvas.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, it's canvas, which means it's flammable. Uh, so what I'm going to do is uh uh cast an outline. No, that's a different kind of spell.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
No, you're good. I kicked my desk.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Estuka lopuinetus. Like uh this is the issue with like starting off with 20. I've got like an entire encyclopedia of spells to go
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
Um,
That's the one nice thing about being a half caster. I only have like 10 to worry about. Like,
right. Um, ooh, so I do have Thorn Whip. So what I can do is I can like create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns. And I can set what I would like to do is basically what what's his face was
Arthur.
trying to do, Arthur, and try to like cause the thorn whip to like latch, like dig into the canvas and create sort of like a rope.
All right. Give me an attack roll, because I believe that's what Thorn Whip calls for.
Instantaneous damage, cast at will.
It's just a d20 plus your spell attack modifier. So for you, it'll probably be your wisdom modifier. Plus proficiency bonus.
So wisdom plus proficiency.
Should be at the top of your, if you go to spells, it should say like spell casting ability modifier or spell attack, I think it says on D&D.
Yeah, spell attack specifically. You'd be adding your spell attack to a d20 roll.
Yep.
Okay.
In the middle.
It says 4d6.
Nope. You got to roll.
So that would be after you, if you hit, you'd be dealing 4d6 damage.
Okay. So sorry, I gotta like switch between my spells and my abilities. So let's see. Wisdom, which is +4, so come on, Lord Oberon, give me strength. Oh, hello there. 18, 22.
Were you only adding 4 because you add your proficiency bonus as well? So your spell attack should be higher than that. It should be like
bonus. Mine's 10.
It should be around 10.
Yeah.
It's the number underneath the +4.
No, it's your spell attack modifier under your spells.
So if you go to spells, it should tell you your spell attack modifier and your save DC.
Yep. It's right at the top.
Spell modifier is spell attack or modifier?
Spell attack.
Spell attack.
Spell attack, so +10.
Yep.
Okay, yep.
So that's
32.
Yes, that hits. I wanted to make sure you got your whole bonus. So yeah, that hits. So roll 4d6 as this whip of thorns hits, striking in the middle of a piece of the canvas and splits it. As it splits, it seems to roll outward, almost forming more canvas, spilling into more towns and meadows and windmills like a pop-up book as you shred this piece in half. So roll 4d6 and tell me how much damage that does.
Okay. So 5 +4, so 9.
Mm-hmm.
+5, so 14.
14.
Then
one more time.
+2, so 16 damage.
All right. It does seem to strangely react, almost making strange bubbling sounds as it rips. The fabric and canvas shudders and begins to move more violently. And it's now the portal's turn. And it's going to make a slam attack against you, Alferion.
Shocker.
As the canvas bulges outward and swings towards you, it's going to make a slam attack. That is going to be a 26 to hit.
And that's against my what?
Your
AC.
armor class.
My armor, which is 12.
Oh, God.
Okay. So, yep, you're going to be taking some damage.
Oh, God.
Got to dig out. You're going to be taking 23 points of force damage as this piece of fabric just slams into you incredibly hard. And it's going to do another slam attack against you, Arthur, since you tried to damage it.
That's some bullshit.
And at disadvantage, because I think you still have the cloak.
Yes, I does.
Well, it's a... Oh my god, it's also a 26 to hit.
That's a... Okay, fine. Sure.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, so that's 23. It's going to be 37 points of force damage as you are whacked by another piece of this fabric. But that is the end of the portal's turn. So now it is Percy's turn. You've seen this portal come to life and smack 2 of your allies. They seem real hurt by this.
Cool.
Painting with my hands.
Do I feel like we are falling like at
Yes.
terminal velocity,
Still.
and we will like impact something and die
At some
point.
if nothing changes about that?
You don't know.
Could be a never-ending corridor.
I guess I'm gonna activate my boots of flying, because I still have those.
Not surprised.
And I think Percy got went into his closet and like, oh fuck, where's my all my fucking adventuring gear? And it's been tucked away for a while. The boots of flying were pretty dusty. But I'm gonna fly down to Arthur and try to like grab him and like so I can just like hold on to him and like slow our descent.
Okay. I am gonna say that you can just grab him. I'm not gonna make you make a roll for it. So is there anything else that you would like to do? I'll say that's your movement speed.
Sure. I think that activating the boots of flying is a bonus action. Let me check that.
Pretty sure it is. Because I think you mid-battle before.
Yes, you have to get out of the
seeing the item
earthquake
whatever.
when you punch your god in the face.
So that's my bonus action, and then I'm holding on to Arthur, and I'm going to use my channel divinity path to the grave on the painting on the portal.
Surprisingly, it does work. The hands writhe around various parts of the canvas, beginning to claw at it as you summon the power from Saint Hypatia. And it is now Lark. It is your turn.
Fill them full of holes.
So I feel like when the fight started, there was just a moment where Lark just like passed his hand in front of his face and just a mask appeared. It's a little bleach. It's fine.
I was like, are you doing an Ichigo moment? Because
he normally keeps it hidden,
mask.
But it's a black dragon mask. It's giving us Maleficent, like eleganza realness.
Yes. Yes.
And Lark's like, he's flying down. He's like relatively chill. And he sees Percy do the thing, and he's gonna. Well, most of Lark's damage comes from multi-attacks, so that sucks. But I guess he will can I target, will this work on this painting? If we can, I'm just wondering if Mind Sliver would work on this painting.
Took me a minute to figure out we were fighting some shit, so
what do we got here?
I'm gonna be right back.
You don't know until you try.
It's Lark. We're gonna do the good old reliable. We're just gonna Eldritch Blast.
The old reliable.
So the first one that hits will deal double damage because of the vulnerability, correct?
Yes. Yes, it will. So hope for crit.
First one is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So if you want to deal fuck. I'll pick that one up later. So the double damage one is 14 doubled to 28.
Ooh.
And then the other 3 beams. The lowest
because 20th level.
Huh?
19 does not hit.
19 doesn't hit. Okay.
Sails through a gap that opens up to just pure white light.
Okay, the other 2 are 26 to hit.
Both of them hit.
Okay. And then for the 26ers, we'll do it's 11 plus 12 is that's 23 force damage on those 2.
Ooh.
And we're gonna quicken another round of Eldritch Blast on this thing.
Oh yeah, because you gave up your illusionist bracers, so you can't.
Yeah, I don't have the illusionist bracers to do it for free. Okay. Lowest is a 19 again.
19 does not hit. 20 and above hit.
20 and above hit, then the other 3 will hit. Because the next lowest is a 22 to hit. So.
Awesome.
Let's roll these bad boys and see what we get. 18, 23. 23 plus 18 is, what is 23 plus 18 is 41. So 41 more points of force damage.
Ooh, that was a good chunk of damage.
Yeah.
As you start just blasting, just blasting, you are tearing this painting to shreds. It is just exploding into globs of paint that then swirl for a moment before expanding into planets that little villages begin popping up on, and trees that begin spiraling until they're multiple feet wide before flying off somewhere else. The fabric burns up and turns into more crystalline butterflies, but you are doing damage to this painting.
Okay.
And we are...
I was gonna say, use action, bonus action, movement. I'm getting pulled down with the rest of them, but
yes,
I'm gonna slow my descent with my flight as best I can.
Yes. All right. So we are back up to the top with Arthur, and hopefully Alferion comes back before his turn starts.
Oh, it's one of these. That smell takes me back.
Fighting paintings has kind of become a theme.
Yeah. You know, you never forget the smell of force damage on canvas. Okay, so now that he knows what's good, we are going to... What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Yes, what are we going to do?
No. Oh, that's right. That's basically just a better version of the... Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna... I guess technically I could use steady aim, because if I don't use my movement, I mean, I'm still moving, but I don't use my movement.
I think it's voluntary movement. Well, it doesn't say voluntary movement, but I'd rule it as voluntary movement. So since you're falling, you can steady aim.
If you'll call it, I would like to do that.
I will call it that you're allowed to do that.
Okay. And then what's the other thing I do? Sharpshooter?
Sharpshooter.
Yeah. So we will do that. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if I need to use this elven accuracy. Oh crap, that's the wrong roll. Hang on. Well, that was a 9 plus 16. So first one was a 25.
That hits.
And no crit. So but actually, no, I lied. It's a 25 minus 5, which is a 20.
Exactly hits.
Okay. All right. Because I declared the thing. So
yes.
Okay. So there's that.
And now for 8 billion dice.
I gotta figure out
to be rolled.
Okay, it's 4 of these now. And then there was no hunter's mark, but I did have advantage, so I get the thing for that.
The sneak attack.
Sneak.
You also get the bonus damage for sharpshooter.
For the plus 10.
I think you also get the fire damage for the bow.
Yes, I got that. Okay, and is the creature aberrant?
No.
Okay. Well, I know it's not undead. So that's a total of 50 points of damage.
50. Woo.
Total. And since that was my bonus action and move and action, and then Jazz, who I guess I just chose to tell her to also flail and fall last turn.
We'll just say that, yeah.
I don't know, can she like bite some canvas nearby?
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Let's just do a bite. She got beefier too, so what's her shit? Let me see. Let me just make sure I have it right on my character sheet and it matches the extras. Okay,
of course, yeah. Alferion, you're on deck, so make sure you know what you're doing.
Okay. Bite. That is going to be a 20 to hit, which
exactly hits.
Nice. And that's a total of 17 piercing for Jazz.
Ooh.
She's still got it. She
certainly does. All right. So if that's everything, we now have Alferion. What would you like to do now that you've seen Arthur just completely blow a huge hole through some of the canvas with this fiery arrow from this beautiful golden dragon bow, and watched as his panther bit into the painting and ripped off a huge hunk of it? What would you like to do?
So this canvas is technically like a creature, right? Because it's attacking.
Yep.
Yes.
Ooh, and it's canvas. So this actually would do quite well. Excuse me. I would like to cast Blight.
Light.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
All right. You cast Blight. Blight does necrotic damage, correct?
Yes.
The Blight spell finds nothing to hang on to, no life whatsoever to drain, and the spell fails.
It's
It is immune to necrotic damage.
that
Of course it
is fucking nuts. For a second, I was like, wait, does it not have a constitution score? It's a creature. Like, what?
Oh no, it has a constitution score. It's just immune to necrotic damage.
I was just thinking like I could cast like Blight on this thing and
You're doing great there, newbie. You're doing great. From Arthur. That's completely
flips off the
from
painting.
That is purely Arthur.
In the back of his head, Lark's like, is this really worth the favor, Oberon?
Oh, damn.
The night is young.
He's not saying it out loud. There could be hidden talents yet to be seen.
Right.
Very true. So, it is now the painting's turn, and the butterflies begin to swarm. Lark, you've dealt the most damage to it. This is considered, I believe your Archfey robes do something with this, because this is considered a ranged spell attack. Does your robes do something? I think your robes of the Archmage do something to spell attacks.
Robes of the... Let me double check what they do.
Robe of the Archmagi. Base armor class 15 plus dex. Advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
So yeah, spell attacks, it doesn't give me any like particular... My AC is pretty high, but that's about it. So I don't get any... You negate spell attacks. If it's a spell save, I get advantage, but spell attack, no.
So I...
Oh, pretty sweet, though.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 does not hit.
Ooh. And it's going to try it again as the magic of your robe seem to repel these butterflies that try swarming you. It's going to try it again. So that's going to be a 26 to hit.
I'm going to cast shield.
Then what is your AC?
My AC is 28 when I have shield up.
Okay. Yep. So you shield and these butterflies bounce off once again. So now that's the end of its turn.
Yeah, my mask lets me add my charisma to my AC as well.
Oh yeah.
You fucking serious? Jeez.
Yeah, Lark's base AC is 23 now.
That's insane.
I am the tank.
How the sorcerer ended up being the tank?
Well, we nearly had a wizard tank.
We did
with Rarick.
Close.
So we now have Percy with Lark on deck.
Cool. I guess I should do some magic about it, huh?
Do it up.
Probably.
God, what do I got?
Maybe you should pray at it.
Maybe I will, Arthur. Maybe I could just let you go also. Maybe don't be snarky at me while I'm the one actively saving your life.
Sorry, I'm a little bit bitter.
You could see if he lands on his feet like his cat.
I guess I'm just gonna do the tried and true spiritual weapon plus a cantrip. I'll do a level
certainly an option.
4 spiritual weapon.
Awesome.
So we'll do that attack.
I love that we all got like all this brand new max level shit, and we're like, you know what? I'm gonna shoot it.
And okay, that's a unnatural 20 to hit.
Unnatural?
Yes.
Okay, yes, that hits. Deal your damage.
All right, that is 16 force damage. And wait, do cantrips get more powerful after level 14?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you get 4
We're up to
dice.
4 dice. Cool. Well, I will not be using Toll the Dead because I found out he's immune to necrotic damage. So I guess I will just be using
welcome.
Sacred Flame. Yeah, thank you.
All right, and that's a saving throw on its
That is
part?
a Dex saving throw spell save 23.
Turned out that spell had some use after all.
Oh, actually, as you hurl this mote of radiant energy that splashes across the canvas, it does nothing. It is
Rip.
also immune to radiant damage.
Well,
Well, there goes all my radiant damage I have going around.
that is like 90% of Percy's damage. So
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Will it finally be a painting that does you all in?
Yeah. What is it? The third painting we're fighting?
You fought a lot of paintings.
Arthur just, can I be snarky now?
No.
Now a good time.
All
Arthur
right,
is
Lark,
just the
it is
eternal art
your
critic.
turn.
Lark just watches everybody flailing about, and he's just like, "I have to do everything myself." Oh, and he's gonna Eldritch Blast, which they've gotten like they're prettier. It's a thing. They're prettier now.
They're prettier.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
That's how they've
Are they more
upgraded.
sparkly?
Wait, question. Isn't Eldritch Blast necrotic damage?
No, it's force.
No.
Damage.
Oh.
Damage, yep.
Yep. So the lowest I got on these 4 is 22. So
Okay, so they all hit.
Yeah.
All 4 of them hit.
Yay!
Fill it full of holes.
That's what we're trying to do. Where's my other? I want the aesthetic. It's fine,
The aesthetic.
but it wasn't fine. It wasn't fine. That's fine. Okay. So that is 8, 10, 18 plus. What's 6 times 4? 24? Yeah.
Yes.
18 plus 24. What is that?
42.
42. 42 force damage.
All right. Yeah, the painting does not like this at all. You hear a lot of bells ringing, searing light, a lot of boiling painting, a lot of snapping and cracking of canvas. It is very unpleasant. The curves actually become angles as it's almost like recoiling in pain.
Ooh.
As the
we're not
canvas
done
continues
yet.
swirling. No, you're not.
I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to quicken another Eldritch Blast for a bonus action.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Ooh, that one got a nat 20. My lowest
Perfect.
is a 20. My highest with a nat 20 is 37.
All right. So with that natural 20, it's going to use one of its reactions, which I have neglected to use. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it a spell effect?
No.
Okay. Ooh, nat 20 on the wisdom saving throw. Plus, I'm proficient in it because I took resilient wisdom during the campaign. So 27.
Nice.
A hole opens up, almost like an eye, full of the brightest light you have ever seen that shines on you. It almost begins to burn your flesh, but you resist it. You manage to pull away, wrap the dark archmage cloak around you, and the eye shuts. You take no damage. So roll your damage.
Okay, cool.
That's fabulous.
So the crit is going to deal 23 damage.
Oof.
And then the other 3 are going to deal... Ooh, girl! Okay.
How many tens?
2 10s and then a 1. So 21 plus 18 is another 39 damage.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you blow huge chunks out of this thing and it recoils in pain once again. Anything else you would like to do?
That was my quickened one. So I think after that, I'm just like, y'all need to keep up.
Me never to visit a museum.
I'm good. I'm gonna use my movement to slow my descent, but still keep like close-ish to the group.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. So we're back up to the top with Arthur. This painting is barely holding together.
So big flaming holes then. Yep, we're just gonna go for big flaming holes. Sharpshooters, steady aim, elven accuracy, crypt bane, sneak attack,
Awesome.
all of those things. Okay, there's one. Critted it.
Woo! Good. Okay, so how much damage?
Um, okay. Well, base before I even roll any of the extra die, just max base is 30.
Okay, roll.
Okay. All right.
30 doesn't kill it.
Do you want to count the 30 a while, or should I keep a hold of that 30?
Keep hold of the 30.
Okay, I will hold the 30.
And then just roll and add.
Okay.
Because I mean,
and then that.
it's a possibility that you whiff all of your dice with a 1 and this thing lives.
True, which I did get several, actually. So total of 57.
Okay, it's dead. You blast a hole through it, and your flaming arrow sets the canvas on fire. The fire travels around these strips of fabric whirling around you, and it burns away at the light that begins to flicker and shatter before you are all falling through the air towards the ground. The sulfurous, horrible, stagnant air as you hurtle towards yellowing grass and completely foliageless trees, black and twisted, and a shallow river, and you slow as you descend, surprisingly,
Oh, thank God.
and land on the grass. You recognize this from your dreams. The dark clouds in the sky, the crackling of lightning, the constant static but stagnant air against your skin. It is about 2 degrees too chilly. This is the real Riverbend, what it is now.
Now this seems familiar. Yeah, I need to take a breather, but I think we're getting somewhere. Can we, do a little short rest moment? Because I got a hole blown in me too.
You look like shit.
Yeah, well, thank you. I usually look like shit. I live in the woods, but how do I do this again?
Click the short rest button.
Yep. And then I gotta, oh yeah, I figured it. I figured it out. You have to click on the thingy before you click the other thingy,
Yeah.
and then you click the different thingy while the thingy's going.
Yes.
Percy will come do his doctor things on you as well.
He's gonna do doctor things.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, I healed it a little bit.
All right. You can also regain fucking 10 HP
Nice.
from Percy as he patches you up. I can do the same for you. I forgot your character's name, Anthony.
Alferion.
Alferion, do you want me to take a look at your injuries?
Oh yeah. Mark might be right. Now that I see it, looks like you do have some crow's feet going on there.
Are you talking to me?
I
Or are you
like
talking to
tighten
him?
your bandage like really tight for a second. Oh, sorry, my hand slipped. Alferion, do you need any medical attention?
Alferion is feeling very nonplussed, very like slighted in the fact that he like basically like besides the vine whip, he didn't feel like he really did much, and so in his sort of pride, he's just sort of like crossed his arms, turned his back to the three of you.
Yeah, didn't
Can I
I?
make an insight check on that and see if I can clock his feelings?
Ooh,
Sure, you certainly can.
insight.
That's a 26.
He got your number, boo.
I'd say yeah.
Yeah, I look at you, I kind of like just come up like, hey, I get it. Yeah,
See
I
is how
dealt
you.
with a lot of that for like a couple of years. It was no need to don't let it get to you. And I just start just like looking over you doing a medicine check. And you can regain 11 health.
Yeah, now that I think of it, I do remember several of our encounters where Percy did just kind of stand there with his mace in his hand. You know.
Not
Percy.
all of us were gifted with the godly bow of magical killing everything power.
Well, you know what? If you weren't there to put my face back together, I'd probably be dead by now, so
Several times, yes.
fair enough.
You're both,
Appreciate it.
well, I don't lie, so I shouldn't say you're both pretty, but come on, boys, stop fighting.
Ow. Okay. That hurt
Damn.
almost worse than this.
Oh, how I missed our talks.
I must say, from what I hear, Percy, your sermons are rather interesting.
I mean, come on, we've got to be more entertaining than your children.
You'd be surprised. Sometimes battles are really, well, he's smarter than he looks. But in my sermons, I've seen a lot of the world, seen a lot more than just the saints, and sometimes, well, people should know what their options are.
I mean, some of your flock is my flock now, so thanks for that.
Well, I've told them to keep a wary eye on any sort of anything to do with you, really.
I do have to wonder how many of those flock members were willing participants.
Arthur.
Oh, don't clutch your pearls at me.
We can clutch our pearls later. Where are we?
I think we're in Riverbend proper, rather than, a oil-painted facsimile that tried to kill us.
It's kind of a shithole, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit shit.
So is your little friend here somewhere?
Not my anything. I just figured,
Arthur.
maybe we'd see if we could restore the realm. I thought it would be fun.
Last I remember, you said he got dragged here by a bunch of like ghostly claws or something like that.
Yes, and let's not forget that it was Arthur's kiss that broke the curse of an archhag.
True love's kiss.
True love. I mean, Arthur, don't discredit it. I found true love to be a very powerful tool for persuasion.
Well,
and it can break a lot of magic if you're not careful on how you word things. I don't know what it is with hags. They just love weaving true love into things.
I really should have expected to take that conversation to take the turn that it did, but I did not. It did take me by surprise. At any rate, I do suppose probably searching for him would be a good place to start, since that is a really good memory of something that happened almost a decade ago. Percy, creepy. Were you stalking me or something? But yeah, it is what happened.
Amidst my duties as Archbishop and restoring an ancient mansion, I've also been stalking you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's obvious you're obsessed.
And as a parent, and yeah, I have a lot of free time, Arthur.
Well, all those things sound boring, so I completely get it.
Well, any idea where your lover is?
Oh, if Rarick was here, he could find him. That way?
Are there any like big landmarks around? Do I see like a
There is the
castle in the
castle.
distance or something? Cool.
There is the castle.
I would wager
Literally the
that's
castle.
a good direction to.
Yes, I mean,
What I said. God.
presuming this is anything like any precursor tale we can think of, you
Are we
capture.
rescuing the princess from the tower or something?
I mean, when you do a story, you can draw a little power from it, so one would suppose.
Let's not assume their gender identity, although I'm pretty sure he used male pronouns. You know,
maybe he's grown out his hair and he's locked in a tower.
He did have long hair, didn't he?
He had short hair, actually.
Oh, well, it's been years. Who knows?
So,
I mean,
towards Rapunzel's tower, then I guess. Can Jasmine do a smelly thing? Can we do a keen smell? Yeah, that's a thing I do.
Yes.
That is a thing that I do. Actually, I don't know if her perception is the same as mine anymore. No, her perception is +10. Let me do that one more. So that was poop. There we go. That's a 19. So keen smell, maybe see if she can sniffer him out.
She doesn't smell Tig specifically. However, she does smell. There's a significantly increased ozone smell coming from the castle, like a lightning storm almost coming from the castle. And at this point,
it's like next thing you know, it's like we see the castle and a lightning strike comes up behind it.
Right?
It has been doing that for the past 5 minutes. Just occasionally the castle's lit up by lightning bolts striking it multiple times.
Some Frankenstein music.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to aid in the investigation of the surrounding area by casting Commune with Nature.
All right. So what would you like to know from Commune with Nature? Because I believe you can get some very specific questions answered.
I would like to know if how much can I ask?
It should say, I think there's only a very specific amount of things that you can ask with Commune with Nature.
Terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants and minerals, animals or peoples, powerful celestials, phase, fiends, blah blah blah. Influence from other planes of existence and buildings.
Yep. So you can choose 3 facts about any of those things and you instantly know them.
Excellent. I would like to know if what's his name again?
Tig? Well, yeah, you would probably know him as like, that Eladrin guy that they've been talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I was gonna say I was gonna point to you and say his Eladrin boy toy, but
that works too, sassy pants.
As well as any powerful Fae around. And
don't I got undead covered.
Oh, I said Fae, not undead.
No, I was just saying, just in case. Don't waste that.
Okay. As well as build. I mean, we know about the tower, right?
The castle. We're looking at it. Yeah.
The castle, right? Celestials. Influence. I guess influence from other planes of existence.
All right.
Wise.
So, buildings. There is the castle. There is also, at the foot of the castle on the other side, is a village that has been completely leveled. There is nothing living in that village. Fae, there are lots of dryads, nereids, naiads in the river, dryads in the forest.
The like.
And influence from other planes of existence. There is influence from other planes of existence. It's strange. You've never, it's not a specific plane. It's almost like the cosmos itself, almost like an influence from a story, almost from something that isn't quite another plane. It's not another plane of existence. It was conjured up from the primordial soup itself of the cosmos.
Tasty. So what'd you find out? Your trees tell you anything more than her nose did?
uh, um, now I've got me forgetting my own name. So Alferion starts to like fly like up to you guys like eye level and
You're tiny.
is yeah, I'm teeny tiny. Like a Barbie doll. And he like looks around and he's puzzled and he like feels like off about the state of existence of this place and he says this feels off, this feels weird, it's not necessarily a place that should exist or does exist, but rather it's something that was, I don't know, summoned or created, like it with intention.
Well, one can assume that that's. Well, actually, I suppose let's just hope that it's a temporary condition that can be remedied.
Well, I mean, Riverbend was once a Feywild domain, so perhaps someone just did something to rip it away, and for some reason.
Oh, and by the way, I didn't know, I wasn't able to like find out about your true love or whatever.
Oh, I would say you would know he's in the castle.
Oh, he's in the castle?
There is an Eladrin elf presence in the castle, but most of the presence around is dryads and river spirits. Sorry, I forgot to
scratch
that. Also, your boy toy's in the castle.
Wait a minute. All right. Enough with the ripping me a new ass.
Alferion, was he the only Fey in the castle?
I don't know. Was he?
He was the only Eladrin.
He says, staring directly at the tree.
I will say there's definitely been some trees and bushes that have moved. They've moved closer to you, and you've realized that they've all moved closer to you. Just every single one of you.
Oh, fabulous.
I look to Mr. Fancy Pants. And
which one is who's Mr. Fancy
Lark?
Pants?
Well, it's not the priest and it's not the hunter.
Yeah.
Lark doesn't even wear pants.
What? I thought he only wore pants. Well, no, I guess he doesn't have pants now. Yeah, you did say his outfit changed. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's wearing a Princess Leia cosplay.
One Piece from Vox Machina.
Oh God. Delightful.
But yeah, what was the question that was asked to him?
Was he the only Fey in the castle?
Oh, right. I look to Lark and I tell him, as of right now, what's his name again?
Tyke.
Tyke is not the only one, is not the only presence in that castle.
It does intrigue me what exactly kidnapped him in the first place.
What I would like to know is exactly why he was kidnapped.
There is a small voice that comes from behind you all, and you turn to see a dryad standing. And in a very timid voice, and in Sylvan, of course, she goes, "Oh, hello. Are you going to free us?"
Oh,
now.
Lark will just like raise a hand, like, I got this. During the short rest, he did his trick where he just stabs himself to recover
Right.
1 point and regain all his sorcery points. Or well, 5 of them. And he also gets the spell slot back. But he's just gonna like kind of like drift over and be like, oh, darling, what happened here? Who do we need to free you from? What is going on? In Sylvan, obviously.
We don't know where he came from. He came from a starry rip in the sky, a huge dragon, bigger than we've ever seen before. He calls himself Thundarisax. He is practically made of lightning. We tried to get him to leave, but he destroyed the whole village. They're all dead. He's taken over the castle.
Lark just whistles. Like, also, he's gonna have made his dragon mask disappear because flavor, whatever. He's just gonna whistle and be like, "Oh dear! And how long has he been here?"
Time is a bit strange here. The storm prevents us from really knowing how long. It feels like centuries, but maybe only 7 years.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And where is he now?
He's in the castle. He refuses to leave. He won't leave the castle. He says it's his, but he doesn't know who gifted it to him. In fact, he doesn't even remember what his life was like before the castle. He just remembers the castle.
This is sounding more and more like Mario.
Yeah. Oh, it is refreshing having someone else here who actually speaks the proper language of the old people, but
I'm just
yes.
to assume that was an insult meant to be cutting.
Lark loves insulting everyone else in Sylvan.
On that note, I would like to fly right in front of Lark's face, looking at the Dryad, and say in Sylvan, because he's also able to speak the proper language.
The
Thank
proper
you very
language.
much. No worries, my dear. For we have in front of us a powerful Archfey who will do everything he can to help your people.
Oh, how wonderful.
What did he say? He was doing a lot of arm gestures and stuff.
I think he's trying to hype me up.
And I just start clapping to sort of like encourage all the other bush people to start clapping.
Yes, the other dryads start clapping. You notice, since you're very close to the river, some of the like river naiads and nereids have come up and are also kind of clapping.
Apologies, everyone. So this has only been what happened before the dragon? Who was in charge before the dragon?
No one. The king and queen had gone away and never came back, and they banished their son. The castle was empty.
Has anyone seen their son of late?
No, not at all.
So in the back of the like, so he's locked up in the castle. No one's allowed to see him. Well, do I have, as my associate here so kindly put it, I've got great news for you. As one of the 4 regents of the Whispering Weald, I'm here to offer aid. On a few conditions, obviously. But I mean, we can sort those deals out later. Do spread the word though. And don't forget. Okay? He's just gonna wink and just be like, don't forget you'll owe a debt to the Whispering Weald. And I'd like to persuade them all.
Sure. Give me a persuasion roll, which I'm sure you took
I took expertise in it.
expertise in.
So
That's the word I was looking for.
that is a 28, because I rolled a 10.
Nice.
Yep, they all seem pretty convinced of this. And just, they'll kill the dragon. They'll kill Thundarasax. Yay! And they all continue clapping.
I know.
And they all do recede slowly as they go back to hopefully beginning to pick up the shambles of their lives.
All right, well, I
So it's like, it's stormy out, right?
Oh, yes. There is
So it's like
near constant lightning.
There's flashes of lightning and then gloom and then flashes of lightning and then gloom.
Well, it is still brightly lit. The sky is kind of a sulfurous yellow, at least from the horizon up to the sort of clouds that extend as far as the eye can see, that are dark and stormy.
I wanted to do a teleport for a dramatic effect, but oh well. Yeah, Lark's just gonna like lazily drift back and be like, boys, it's a dragon.
It's a what?
It's a dragon.
Oh, that's what I thought he said. I was just making sure. Are we gonna die in there, or because I don't know about you, but I never did no dragon.
Yeah, well, that's the risk.
Um,
Don't let me die, and I won't let you die.
I mean, don't you have backup plans?
Well, I mean, I wasn't really doing much of anything else. So.
Oh, I'm just very hard to kill nowadays.
Oh yeah, I did notice. Well, I guess here goes nothing then. We gonna kill us a dragon? Because I feel like
Let's go.
We kind of already signed ourselves up for it, you know, with the
So apparently the
everything.
prince is in the castle, but none of the dryads or nereids have seen him, so he's probably under lock and key.
What the hell does a dragon want with the prince of a tiny realm in the Feywild?
Not to mention, the prince is probably locked in the same place as your boy toy. I hope nothing has happened between them.
Wait, no, they're the same. That's the same.
Yeah, don't we already know that he's yeah.
Oh, nobody told. No.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, sorry. We didn't. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same guy.
Oh,
The boy toy is the prince of the realm.
Yeah,
everyone needs some self-love.
yeah. Buried the lead there a little bit.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's a dragon.
I was gonna make a joke about rescuing the princess from the dragon, but not even a joke. All right, let's go.
Oh, well, no. I get it.
What more concerns me is that someone just gave this place to a dragon after the parents disappeared and the prince was exiled. I mean, I suppose that's what happens when you leave if you don't keep a tidy house.
Who the hell?
If the dragons move in, the neighborhood has a dragon infestation.
Well, let's just focus on getting.
As we're like walking on the way, I'm like, Lark, do you know whatever became of the teacup princess? Now that I'm just talking about like old realms and all.
Oh, her. Lark's just gonna think about how like
very carefully he wants to say this.
she's been going through some changes lately.
Right, I'm just not gonna pry any further on that.
She and Panic hang out now.
Oh.
A lot.
Good for them.
I did. No one saw it coming. Maybe you'll get invited to a wedding one of these days.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's hoping.
So yeah, you head up to the castle. Once again, the air is still incredibly stagnant, but charged with electricity. The gate, for some reason, stands open, almost a challenge, inviting you in, knowing what is inside this place. You enter to a huge courtyard. The castle itself is not as big as it seemed from the outside because most of it is this huge courtyard, hundreds of feet in diameter, with gardens of all varieties, of which most have died, statues that seem to have been crushed, skeletons of people who once worked in the castle. As you enter, a voice from nowhere seems to echo across the courtyard, from everywhere and nowhere at once. Who enters my domain?
Is it in what language is it in?
Oh yeah.
Common.
Common? Oh.
In Draconic. Because Lark speaks Draconic now.
Oh,
Of course. Of course.
The mask lets you speak Draconic.
Oh, right. It was the mask.
Yeah. Lark's he's just going to be like, oh, just a small party from the Feywild, taking in the sights, visiting places of unique dispositions, sightseeing, one could say, trying to meet new people.
What?
In Draconic, he's going to say that, just like laying it on
What is
thick.
that? Like, are you growling? Are you having an attack?
Yeah.
Arthur's just never heard Draconic before. Somehow traveling
Merrick
with Rarick.
spoke Draconic all the time, if you paid attention.
Did he?
I guess we would have heard it in Gyptia.
I don't know.
I don't know if it matters, but if he's a black dragon, I do get advantage on persuasion checks against him.
Nope.
Oh.
He's not a black dragon.
Be a blue dragon?
You don't know.
He's Thundarzax.
So,
Very true.
blue dragon.
Odds are leaning towards blue.
I'm gonna lean towards
none of that here. Move along. This is my castle.
You wouldn't happen to be the great Thundarazax, would you?
Oh, great.
There we go.
Yep.
Is he gonna flirt with it?
Wait, what did he say?
Sorry.
How do you know my name? I don't know if the microphone cut out.
Darling, 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 your adoring subjects just couldn't help but mention it to me when I asked them who was the most impressive and powerful being and who was around here.
Oh.
Trying to think of how he would respond to that.
If it helps, I can lay it on thick with a persuasion check.
Dragons are pretty prideful.
Right. And very vain.
Yeah.
You know what? Yes, give me a persuasion check.
Ah. Oh. Okay, that's only a 21. I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Oh no. 3 turns into a 21.
Yeah.
Good lord. Level 20, I guess.
Dragon, though, you know.
Yeah.
He's gonna roll. Good lord. All right. He kind of just. So, they do fear me after all. And at this point, you see the rocks begin to rise as lightning A single lightning bolt strikes the earth, sending shockwaves of lightning bolts. As stones rise, lightning arcing between them, the air begins to glow as it pulls together into this massive dragon.
That's
Bigger than any dragon you've ever seen, made of the stones of the castle and of the lightning of the sky, glowing blue. It forms. It is almost as tall as the second tallest tower from the ground as it rises, spreads its wings, wrapping around his wings almost wrap around the two towers on either side. This thing is gigantic.
That's fucking terrifying.
Lightning begins to strike the earth, traveling along it from its wings. Its eyes are made of light. So you have come to see me.
You could say that, darling. Hello. Oh, you are a big boy, aren't you?
Oh,
Have
boy.
you brought treasure to give to me? Tribute.
Is he talking in Draconic or Common at this point?
I think he would be talking in Draconic at this point.
Oh, do we? And Lark's like, do we have treasure or tribute? Treasure or oh wait, did Arthur do the psychic-y thing?
He did just now.
Lark's just like, do you have treasure or tribute for the dragon?
What? I mean, he's like, digging through his shit. We're gonna fucking die. We're gonna die. I have a yes. Yes, we do. Great. Thundara Sax. I'm gonna acrobatics check and put on a little show with my bow again.
Your gift is
yes.
doing a flip.
Hang on. I'm a pretty
doing
good
a flip,
dancer.
the most valuable of all treasures.
And I'm gonna cast a lightning arrow with my bow, like while I'm dancing and
Oh, we're all gonna die.
So if we're in, are we in the castle and like there's a courtyard? Are we in ruins? What's the layout?
You're in the courtyard. The castle is behind it. So it's castle, dragon, courtyard, gate, you.
Okay.
Where you're like in front of the gate. Gate leads to courtyard, dragon, then castle behind dragon.
Okay. Lark's just like flying up in the air while Arthur does this, and he's like, yes, we've brought one of the most capable fools from the mortal plane. In Draconic, he says it. One of the most capable fools.
Percy's
and
just like
gripping Archbishop.
Percy has the material component, like a little direction thing to the material plane that he needs to cast plane shift. He's just like gripping that, like in case the dragon attacks them right now. He's like, I'm just gonna fucking zip out of here if something happens. I'm a dad, all right? I got priorities.
Like, hey, if there's anything that Disney has taught us, is that nothing creates a good story like a dead parent.
Campaign 2. It's Percy's.
Yeah, it's all my kids. We all play with my kids.
Oh God! Imagine if they, if for some reason they all went to Lark.
Oh no! All right. So what's happening?
Yeah. That's my tribute. Is firing some lightning arrows into the air very gracefully in a performance-y, honorific way.
He watches the arrows fly through the air and then just turns, his head stares. That is all.
Yep.
We also have the blood of an archbishop or a kiss from an archfey. both quite
We don't have the
concerned
blood of
me.
an archbishop. We
I
don't
said
have
it in
that.
Draconic. I said it in Draconic.
These are not sufficient treasures.
In common, Lark's like, he told me my kiss wasn't a sufficient treasure.
Oh, I have a moon-touched sword. Could I pull that out? Pull that out. It's shiny.
He takes this tiny sword. This sword is like barely it's like half a toothpick in his hand as he looks at it, and it just shatters like glass. These are insufficient gifts.
Well, then I'm keeping the other one.
I mean, there is the greatest gift of all. In common, Lark's like, there is the greatest gift of all we could give him.
Can I hunter's mark him?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
A one-way ticket to the Shadowfell.
Why would he want that?
I'm not saying you have to like every gift you give someone, or the recipient needs to like it.
So we're gonna trick him into going to the Shadowfell, is what you're saying.
Oh, Percy, keep up. It's a euphemism. You really haven't been around me.
I'm assuming you're using the psychic daggers to have this conversation.
100%.
Well, you have a portal into the Shadowfell in your realm. I thought that's what you were talking about.
No. I mean, the line to get in there is ridiculous this time of year.
Oh,
fine. Do you want to just like kill him? We're just gonna kill him now.
Oh,
Do we think we can do that? He's like really big.
Anybody have anything else? Because
no,
I tried to seduce him. It didn't work.
Sorry, I didn't bring all my gold finery with me today.
Yeah, nope. That was it. So,
we're tourists.
At this point, Lark is like 60 feet above the party while they were having this conversation.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
We're actually just kind of looking for somebody. I mean, I don't know if you see him. He's like big, yay high. He's a lad, kind of pointy features, short hair.
An elven prince, perhaps.
Yeah.
The false prince who took this castle from me.
Looks like you got the castle pretty tight there, bud.
Because I took it back.
Uh-huh. So where's he now?
You seek to free him.
I mean, we were gonna maybe visit, like, for a minute.
I can tell this. You all must die.
There it is.
Flies. And he flies off. And he is going to... Yep. He's going to fly up in the air. And he does an impressive loop before opening his mouth, where a bright, almost like the sun, ball blazes before he just... a 300-foot cone of lightning. And everybody's going to make a saving throw.
Yeah. Well, before we do that,
is
it... I would like to just do one little thing. Cast enlarge and / reduce on the dragon.
On the dragon.
Yes.
What's the range of enlarge reduce?
That's pretty close.
30 feet.
Oh, you're gonna have to get so close to that dragon, and he's not within radius.
Are we able to cast a spell right now before we start?
He is flown away already, and he's come back and blasted. So sorry, every single one of you is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, and I'm going to have to get a lot of d12s.
Is it a spell effect?
No, it is not. It's a breath weapon.
I got a 16.
Are we doing dexterity or constitution?
Dexterity. Where is my other d12?
Come on.
Do I not have? Oh, I have my blue D12.
Okay. That still feels pretty low for a dragon. 21 for me.
I did 17 for me.
And Percy?
Percy got a natural 20 for a 22.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately,
Hang
none
on.
of you succeed.
Jasmine got a 26.
Jasmine succeeds exactly.
Yeah.
The
One for
cat
the
might
cat.
survive.
One for the
Now I will need to roll 12d12.
We could be fine. We could be
it,
fine.
it could be, but it's also probably not.
All right. So that is, I am so sorry. I have to roll 12d12 of these.
Fine.
So that's one batch. This is
Percy
two.
can
Oh,
also shit
no.
out just a ridiculous amount of healing at this point, by the way.
Oh, okay. That's decent enough. Like,
That's why I, at the beginning of this, said it's so great that you all took healing spells.
yeah.
As in,
That's
I
right.
took healing spells.
Well, no, I took your wound.
Arthur can heal now
cool.
too.
Yeah.
Mark
I
forgot
have
his
cure
only
wounds.
healing spell.
Baby's first healing spell.
We have healing spirit in the main campaign. I
Yeah.
still have 6 potions of healing too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do have I'm pretty sure I still have a shitload
I've got
of
these
healing.
7-year-old
I hate to
healing
be the
potions.
bearer of bad news, but to everyone that failed, you all are going to be taking 81 points of lightning damage.
That's a good chunk.
So if it's halved, is it halved up or down?
I believe everyone, you always round down
Okay.
in D&D.
So it'll be Lark has resistance to every damage type because of wish.
Of course you do.
Good lord.
He made simulacrums of Raric and kept wishing for resistances to damage.
I hate
Oh,
Doesn't that
look.
only last for a certain amount of time?
Nope.
what?
All right
No.
then.
That cannot be real. That is so fucking broken.
It's because you risk a 33% chance you can't ever cast Wish again.
Yes.
And the reason that's why Lark collected bits and bobs from everybody else so he could have Raric do the wishing for him. So he just makes a fresh simulacrum of Raric each time he used up a wish. So Lark
and because you don't suffer the stress, because you're copying a spell, you don't suffer the stress, which doesn't incur the 33%. So it doesn't matter if the simulacrum can't cast it again because they can't get the spell back. So you can just dismiss the simulacrum.
Yeah. So Lark did wish abuse.
What did you do? You broke it.
Broke what?
You broke it.
And this is why the campaign didn't go to 20th level.
Okay, hang on.
Lark takes 40 damage instead of 81.
And so does Jazz, which is great. She
am-
actually has Buku HP too now, so.
You're still alive, right?
Me? Yeah.
No, Alferion.
Oh, I'm at 10 HP.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Ow.
And we haven't rolled initiative yet. He slams back into the ground, and we're going to roll initiative. We're just going to roll initiative. It's fine. This is fine.
Yes.
3.
22 for Arthur.
22 for Arthur. 3.
Initiative.
Yes.
That's
you might get a bonus.
Yeah, you add your
5
in the middle in your main thing. Okay. Yeah.
5. Thundarasax gets an 11.
Savior, you're beautiful. I love you.
You are also beautiful.
Okay. Lark and Percy.
Percy got a 7.
Lark got a 12.
All right. Also, Lark, since you discussed this with me beforehand, I believe you have an ally that you might be calling on.
Oh, okay. If it's time for that,
it's time.
After the breath weapon happens, you guys just see like a sparkling seed as Lark just drops it after getting hit, and he's like, I mean, now's as good a time as any. He just gives it a quick kiss before dropping it. So pretty much out of character, I traded off bringing along Simulacrum Raric to be like, hey, can I do wish abuse for a different ally for the last fight?
Yes.
And the seed hits the ground and just erupts into a giant rose bush. that Rosie emerges from, except she's now the queen of the rose garden of the Unseelie court.
Yes.
So she's a giant dryad with very rose themed, just appears in the middle of the fight.
Yes. This huge bush erupts from the ground, covered in roses. A huge rose blooms, and coming out of it is a very tall dryad with a crown of rose thorns and rose petals. And she uses it almost like the rose, almost like a seat as it rises, the roots pushing it off the ground, almost like a sedan chair that moves on its own. This huge, glorious queen of the rose garden. Oh, hello, everyone. It's so wonderful to see you again. It seems you really need my help. And you now have Rosie.
Rosie, is that you?
Yes, it is. It's wonderful to see you again, Percy.
It is really a bad situation. We should catch up later.
I told you coming to the Feywild is a good idea, but do any of you listen? No. Look
So
what we
I'm
do
going
to
to say
plants here.
Rosie is going to act after you, Lark, since she is your summonable, and I'm sure you have other summonables you're going to be throwing out. So yeah, make sure you have her stat block ready. So we are going to start, of course, with Arthur, as we always do. He has just landed. Thundarasax has landed. I'm going to say you're probably 80 feet away from him because he is so big. You're about 80 feet away from him.
I'm sorry, I knew it was going to hit me. Okay, so let's see. We did mark that boy.
Yes, you did.
So we do not need to bonus action Hunter's Mark. We can. So we've got that going on. I feel like we
actually have Lark on deck afterwards. So have all of your stuff ready, because I'm sure this is going to turn into a gigantic Pokemon fest.
Could be. It could be happening.
Yeah. So I am going to hang on, I gotta check a duration. Okay, so that's a minute, and that would break. Big shocker to everybody, sharpshooter, steady aim, dragonwing bow.
Yep. Huge shocker.
Yeah, totally. It's not time for any of my other spells yet. Okay, there's one. No. There we go. That'll do. That's a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Thank you. All right. So we are going to actually, you know what? Can I call that a shot with I forgot I had these Cataclysm Bolt?
Yes.
Sweet. All right.
Because you do have what, 4 or 5 of them?
Hang on. I actually put the right number in here, whatever you gave me. 5.
5. Okay.
Okay, so that is this plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 of those, 3 of those. That's actually kind of poop base damage. Okay. Total of 58 on the bow, and then I think I have to roll for the bolt, which I now have -1. Yes, I roll a d6 for the bolt. And I got a 3. So that does... Oh, sweet. The bolt freezes the air around the target into jagged ice. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a DC 17 Dex save or take 1d10 cold and be restrained.
Oh my god, it rolled a natural 1. It's going to use one of its legendary resistances.
I mean, of course it is, but damn!
So what happens if it saves?
It doesn't say anything on a save, so I guess it just takes nothing. It says it must succeed or fail condition. That's it.
Okay, so He tenses as the ice forms before the ice breaks. But that is one of his legendary resistances down.
Nice. And I still did some damage. All right, so that is my movement action. Bonus action, we are going to God, I don't want Jasmine to get hurt. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna send her up. We're
I was gonna say Jasmine did kill the final boss of the last
campaign.
So
she did, and like as much as I want to protect her, she actually does have a lot of HP. And she can hold her own. So we are, well, it's not like she's going to get a pounce in, but she is going to run up and bite his.
Oh, yeah, because she can't knock him down.
Toe, I guess. I don't know.
Giant blob-sized toe. Oh, you're muted.
Damn, sorry, I kept clicking the button. Sorry, I'm having a coughing situation. My allergies been nuts lately. Okay, so we're gonna do a bite, and that's just an abysmal failure, is what that is. I rolled. So yeah, that does not do shit.
Yeah, and at the end of his turn, he's going to go, "Oh, what a shame about your little pet," and try and smash her with a claw attack. Claw attack. Oh my god, that's going to be a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Where are my D8s? These are D8s. It's going to be 26 points slashing damage.
Superior beats defense.
And it's going to grab her, and she is grappled.
All right, what did you say, 26?
26, yes.
26, okay. So that is... She's still doing all right, my baby.
All right, and that is the end of your turn, I believe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would like Rosie to take a legendary action.
Of course.
She can do that with the stat block.
Yes.
Fuck my life, man.
She's just gonna be like, or I don't know how you want to phrase it, but she's going to be giving, it's called, the stat block calls it Voice of Life. So she's going to bestow 20 temporary hit points onto we'll say, who's the most beat up looking person right now?
Alferion.
Mr. 10 hit points over there.
She's gonna give Alferion 20 temporary hit points.
Yes, she waves her hand, sprinkling pollen and rose petals, and you briefly smell roses as you feel a little bit more invigorated, and you get those temporary hit points.
Beautiful.
And now it is Lark's turn.
Hell yeah. Okay, Lark's gonna cast Crown of Stars.
Of course.
It's a 7th level spell. A king needs his crown after all. Where is it?
Can I retcon a tiny thing really fast?
Okay.
I just forgot about bonus damage from my Wolf Brother idol.
Oh, okay. How much damage is it?
5.
Well, that math was easy.
Chip damage is still damage, okay?
Very true. You are 5 points closer to winning this battle.
So I'm going to cast Crown of Stars, and I will also, I guess I will yeet one of my, with my bonus action, I'm going to use one of my, how many does it give you? 7. So I'll use one of my 7 motes on my bonus action to make a ranged spell attack. That is going to be a 32 to hit.
That hits.
And he's going to take 4d12 damage.
Ooh.
And it's radiant damage.
Yes.
Hey, I do radiant damage.
You do.
Okay, that is 18 radiant damage. I'd get more mileage out of Eldritch Blasting, probably. Or no, yes. I lied. That is 22 radiant damage. I did my math wrong.
All right, so that's an additional 4 off.
Yeah. So that is Lark. I'm about 60 feet above everybody. I'm just gonna like circle a little. I want to make sure I'm not in like range of getting hit with the breath weapon with everybody else again.
Very true.
We're gonna have Miss Rosie on her turn. How far away from like the ground units is he?
80 feet.
Okay, her speed's only 30 feet, unless there happens to be a tree nearby that she can tree walk into.
Nope.
She will. She's gonna move 30 feet forward, and then she's gonna use her rechargeable to conjure a whirl of branches and vines within 60 feet of her. And each creature in a 30-foot cube has to make a DC 24 Dex saving throw. So I need a Dex saving throw from the. She's gonna do it, so she only hits the Dargan. He's a giant creature, whatever. But yeah, I need a Dex saving throw, 24 DC.
Oh, 20. He's not going to
Ooh.
use a legendary resistance, though.
Okay, so he's gonna take. Wow. It's just some D6s. Um, it is 66 bludgeoning and 66 slashing. So 8, 10, 14, 19 bludgeoning. I need to go pick up that die. This is a lot worse. 10, 13, 18 slashing.
All right. You are still in that bracket. All
And
right.
that is. She moved forward. She did that bullshit. And technically, her legendary actions do recharge. So
Yes.
she only
they
had
do.
one to do, but she'll have other legendary actions she can do. That's all for Lark and Rosie.
All right. So he is going to, on his turn, he'll have to see if he gets his breath weapon back. No, he does not get his breath weapon back. So that means he gets to make one bite attack and two claw attacks. So he is going to make. He's actually going to no, actually, he's not. He's not going to let go of Jasmine. He's going to he's going to move up to Rosie because she did something. And he can actually hit her. So he's going to bite first. So that is going to be what's 12 plus 18? 30. So that's a 30 to hit.
30 is definitely gonna hit. She's a lady on a flower.
Very true. What am I rolling? Oh, that's so that's 21 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 16 force damage. And he's gonna try and claw her again. We'll claw her in general. 12 plus 18. That's 30. Again. So
That's,
2d8. Oh my. Okay. So that's only going to be 14 points of slashing damage. And another claw attack. It's 28. I'm assuming that hits. So that's 24 points of slashing damage.
Okay. She's.
And
oh, is he still going?
no, that's it. That's all he has.
Oh, cool. She just took like 80 points of damage in one round. Gotta love it. I guess she'll use a legendary action. What can she do? Anything?
So we have Percy on deck and Alferion following.
She's just gonna melee. She gets to make one of her melee attacks with advantage on the attack roll. For this legendary action. She's going
yes.
to do, huh?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's
she's
fine.
gonna do the melee spell attack for the order part. So
Mm-hmm.
that is a 32 to hit.
That hits.
3d8 radiant damage plus 10. So 9, 11. So 21 radiant damage.
Ooh.
And she can suppress a magic item he's holding. I don't think he's holding a magic item.
No, he is not.
One out of 3.
All right. Let me see what he has. He is going to make a tail attack against Rosie.
Oh wait, can they do legendary actions again? Are they just gonna waste legendary actions on each other?
I guess so. Okay. So that's a base 17 plus 18.
Her base AC is 18. That'll hit her.
All right. So I'm going to need a strength saving throw, and I'm going to roll 2d8.
What she got for strength? Oh wow, she rolled a 3. She's just gonna use one of her. She gets legendary resistances. Gotta love it.
Oh yes, she does.
She passes.
So that's 17 points of damage, and she is not knocked prone.
Hell yeah, go Rosie. We love to see it.
All right, so now it is Percy's turn. What would you like to do?
Cool. How's everybody looking on health? Are we okay mostly except for Alferion? Or
No.
no?
No, we're not.
I mean, Alferion and Arthur took 80 points of damage.
Yeah.
I took 40 and I'm like, I'm a little hurt still.
Yeah.
Okay. Stick it out a little longer, boys. and I'm gonna you watch as Percy kind of lifts off the ground and a visage of Saint Hypatia appears behind him. And he sort of like mutters to himself for a while. I think while all the other attacks are going on, Percy's just like muttering a prayer.
Right.
And until you finally hear him say something like, "And Saint Hypatia, I invoke you to smite the unholy before me." And I'm going to use divine intervention.
All right. So I believe that is. Oh, it always works.
It always
doesn't
works
it?
at level 20.
At level 20, it always works. So you are wanting
We're BFFs.
You're wanting her to
smite
the dragon.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
He's all
I'm trying to think of
glowy,
how that
his
would
halo's
work.
bright, and his eyes are glowing, and all the stereotypical bullshit.
Yes. I am going to say, because this is a level 20 divine intervention, and you only get one, I am going to say you watch as this visage of Saint Hypatia takes her caduceus and she swings it towards Thundarasax. A beam of holy white light erupts out of her caduceus and slams into Thundarasax. He glows, radiant flames exploding off of him. She is going to do 300 points of radiant damage to this dragon before you land on the floor and she vanishes, your divine intervention being used.
Holy piss.
Hell yeah.
I mean, okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to quicken spell.
Yeah, because you do have the quicken gem, don't you?
Yes. And I'm going to quicken spell it to be. I think I don't want the visage to completely disappear. I think it'll instead peel off of me, and I'm going to cast was a summon celestial at 8th level.
Ooh.
So it's an angelic warrior in the image of Saint Hypatia appears behind me.
Awesome. Does it get an attack on this round? I think it technically does.
I think it moves on my turn, yes. Yeah, it shares my account and initiative. So I get 4 attacks.
Awesome.
And I'm choosing
type is
the
she?
Avenger, the long range ones, because
Long
I'm sure
range
he's
one.
probably gonna fly around a bit. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna say it's not a bow, it's probably beams from
just
her
the staff, yeah.
caduceus. Beams from her caduceus.
All right, so it is plus my spell attack modifier to hit, which is a plus 14.
Woof.
All right, the first is a 24.
That hits.
The second is a 21.
That misses. It bounces
somewhere
off
between...
of his rocky hide.
Cool. The next is a 26.
That hits.
And then a 24.
24 hits.
Hell yeah. 3 out of 4.
That's 3 hits.
All right. Now I do 2d6 plus 10 3 times. 4, 6, 12 plus 30. So 42 radiant damage.
All right. He looks like he is barely holding together. The rocks, some of them are beginning to vibrate. There's portions of him that aren't glowing quite as bright. His eyes are beginning to fade a little bit. There is not much left in him. Alferion, it is your turn.
Oh, end of that turn, Rosie's gonna give...
Oh, never mind.
She's gonna give Arthur 20 temporary hit points.
And then I guess Thundarasax is going to just use all of his legendary actions on you, Percy.
Gross.
Oh, there's literally not even a saving throw. It's basically a draconic magic missile. Fun.
Gross.
So you're going to be taking... I have that recorded. So 7.
Is it because I did 342 damage to him?
It might be. Maybe could be.
17, 18 plus.
With your just summoning gods and shit.
You're going to be taking 50 points of force damage as he waves one of his claws, conjuring 4 arcane spears that then blast into your body. And that is all 3 of his legendary actions. Now it is Alferion's turn as we trade the legendary actions.
Right.
Bring it on home.
I mean, at this point, I would just basically blow on it. I'm going to cast Sunburst.
Oh,
Sunburst.
Okay. I have a new one for me.
What is the range? You can just point at a spot and it just, right?
Brilliant sunlight flashes in a 60-foot radius centered on a point you choose within range.
And the range is
150.
150
okay, yep.
feet.
So you can just pop it straight on the dragon.
Yep.
All right.
So, Constitution 18 is the attack and save it. So
you said 18 for Constitution, DC 18.
I'm trying to.
So you're
trying to press cast, but nothing happened. So
oh,
I'm not sure
probably cast it casted it twice. I've done that before.
Okay.
It might just
I'm not sure, like, do I roll a 12d6 for damage? And
You would, depending on if it succeeded. So what's this? Woohoo! What's the saving throw? Constitution. What's the DC?
the attack slave is Constitution 18.
Oh, well, that's convenient. He doesn't need to use his legendary action. He rolled a natural 1, but he has a plus 18 to Constitution, so he rolled a 19 and he succeeds. So I'm assuming he takes half damage.
Brilliant, silent, blah, blah, blah. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't blinded by the spell.
Okay. Yes. So roll the damage and then I'll just divide it in half.
Okay. Where's that? And just like that, I can't. Ah, there it is. So it's how much for damage, which is 12d6.
Mm-hmm. So yep,
So
roll your 12d6.
So the 6-sided die 12 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, this will be fun.
Yep.
2,
4,
6,
10,
4,
14,
1,
15,
6,
21,
6,
27,
6,
33,
5,
38. Got 3 more.
4,
42,
1,
43,
3.
46. So half of 46 is 23. So he takes 23 points of radiant damage. He is not holding together very well, but he is not quite dead. So we are, unless you have any other thing you would like to do, we are back up to the top with Arthur.
I'm not sure. Is there anything else I can do?
That was what action? So you still have move and bonus action.
So, I still have a moving bonus action.
No, you still have your move and your bonus action. Yeah.
Yes, move and bonus.
Move and bonus. So what would I don't mean to be a drag, but what would I be able to do with like a bonus action?
I'm not sure you'll be able to do anything.
I don't think
casters don't get a lot of bonus action stuff. Sadly.
The reason why some of us have bonus action spells, or in my case, and in rip-off Cleric over there, we have a feature called Quicken Spell that lets us cast a spell.
Yes, that gem is now used up and you have a 50 gold piece diamond in your hand after you've used the Quicken Spell.
For Revivify later.
All right, so we're back up to the top with Arthur, I guess.
Sure.
I do enjoy the fiction of recycling. Like, get 2 uses out of your magic gems. Be sustainable.
Repower. Okay. Okay, so I think we're gonna do something a little different.
You're not just gonna shoot?
No, I'm
just gonna shoot it in the face.
I'm gonna play you guys a song I wrote on this little horn of Valhalla.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a toot toot on my little horn. Except it's not a little horn, it's a iron horn like decorated with harpies and shit. And yeah.
It's a very beautiful iron horn that as he blows it, thundering across the courtyard is a the sound of a war horn.
Mm-hmm. And it summons a whole shitload of warrior spirits. So let's see.
Have fun using all those stat blocks.
Okay, so it summoned 15 warriors of Valhalla. I'm gonna just put them as close to the dragon as I can.
Yes. I would say they would all be able to fit around it in melee range.
Sweet.
So you can make 15 axe attacks.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and well, so that's my action. Let's see. I don't think bonus action I can do much of anything. That's right, because I got rid of healing spirit. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have all of my minions attack, and Jasmine is still grappled, right?
Yes, she is.
Okay, so we're just gonna have the berserkers all attack. All 15 of them. Why did I do this? Okay, so it's a +5 to hit, so
I'm just gonna tell you the AC is 22.
Yeah.
So just pick out the 22s. Like I said, Pokemon.
So anything here that is no, I cleared the roll. Hang on. Crap, where's the game lock? Hang on. It only shows me the total.
Oh no.
Okay, hang on. God damn it.
Do you want us to individually start rolling d20s for you?
No, I got
Everyone.
you. Hang on. Just keep count for me. That's one roll.
It's a group effort.
First roll is a fail.
Okay.
Second roll is a fail. You said a 22?
Yes.
Third roll fails.
Got 15 of these suckers.
Fourth roll fails.
These guys suck.
They're like CR2 creatures.
Fifth roll hits.
Fifth roll hits, so you got one.
Sixth roll fails.
I really wanted to just be that one guy.
Seventh roll fails.
God.
Eighth roll crits.
It took you 8 rolls to get a crit.
God.
Roll crits, yo.
What do they do? What, 1d4 damage?
I don't know yet. Hold on. No, actually, they do pretty good damage. Their offensive CR is actually like 2, but their defensive is like 1/4.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was 10th roll. No, 9th roll fails. 10 fails. 11 fails. 12 fails. Oh, that's a D12. 13 fails. 14 hits. 15 fails.
You have
You
2
got 3
regular
hits.
1
2
crit.
hits and a crit.
2 hits and a crit out of 15 warriors.
Absolute legends.
I was really hoping that 4 was going to be more.
Wait, how did these people get into Valhalla?
Okay, all right.
They're very lenient, apparently. You just have to die in battle.
They've really
it doesn't mean you have to be
laxed up
good.
on the rules getting in Valhalla lately.
You just needed to die
There's just, like, a
gloriously in
whole
battle.
bunch of
It didn't
people.
mean you had to be good at battle. It just meant you had to die
Just die
in
gloriously.
battle.
Right.
Oh, look,
It was
it's,
like a participation award.
it's the cannon fodder crew.
Yeah.
Okay,
They died
front
gloriously in
lines.
an epic explosion. That's how they got into Valhalla.
They didn't do terribly. That's a total of 39 damage. And I'm stupid because the whole thing about Berserkers is their reckless attack, which grants them that I didn't use.
We're not re-rolling. We're not re-rolling. I'm sorry,
no.
we're not re-rolling.
I really just wanted to point out the fact that I'm like totally retarded.
Okay.
Okay, so that's them, and Jasmine is grappled, so she can do what? Make a strength check to break free, which
I'm
she's
going to say that
obviously
she is
gonna
no
fail.
longer grappled because you have knocked this thing to 0 hit points.
Yay!
You watch as
yeah.
the light begins to die, the stones begin to drop. But then he turns his head to the sky and roars. You are blinded as suddenly the sky fills with lightning bolts, striking into him.
Wait, actually blinded? Or
No, not
okay,
mechanically,
all right,
just
I
for a
just wanted,
moment.
I just
And
wanted
as
to
your
clarify.
sight returns, it seems he is glowing once again, but you feel a breeze almost as if you were inside of a bottle that's been uncorked. A fresh air flows in, but the dragon is still up. As he now has mythic actions and regains a bunch of hit points. So we continue.
Okay. Rosie's gonna use a legendary action to give who still needs temporary hit points.
Lots of people.
Jazz.
Jasmine gets 20 temporary hit points. That's gonna be her
Yay.
normal bonus action. It's just here's some temp hit points. You need them, kid. But that's her last
You
one
need
for
a
this.
kid. All right. Oh, so that was Alferion's. No, that was Arthur's turn.
Yes, it were. Was my action. I don't have a bonus action I can do, so yeah.
Lark.
Oh, wait, yes I do.
Oh.
Because I dropped a creature to 0 hit points. I can mark a new creature. I'm gonna mark the dragon.
Okay. Yes, you have remarked Thundarasax.
That's it.
All right. Okay.
So, Lark's just, oh, of course. It's never that easy, is it?
Dark Souls rules, man. I mean,
know.
I don't know what that is.
So in Sylvan, he's kind of just Lark's very casual, his fighting style in the air. He doesn't look perturbed at all. He's got his mask half on, half off of his head, as he's kind of just drifting there like he's lounging a little bit. But he's gonna cast Mental Prison on him, which is a 6th level spell.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a spell he took.
right.
Mental Prison.
All right. What's the
I
saving
need
throw?
I'm pulling it up here. I need an intelligence saving throw, but I'm going to heighten the spell with sorcery points. So he has
Uh-huh.
disadvantage on the saving throw.
Legendary resistance.
Okay, so
Fuck.
for a success, he's going to take 5d10 psychic damage still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is a 6th level spell slot, so at
So
least
yeah, you get something out of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it would have been cool if it hit though, because it traps him in his own personal hellscape and deals damage to him throughout the course of the
Yeah.
fight.
Oh, didn't oh, Alex took that, I think, at some point.
I mean, if he got up to 6th level spells, he might have.
I think so.
Yeah, so that's what I use my 6th level slot on. He's taking 5. Oh, I got two 10s, a 1, a 7, and a 4. So 21, 28, 32 points of psychic damage.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a good chunk.
That'll do.
Unfortunately, all the other cool shit doesn't work on him because he used his legendary resistance. But he used a legendary resistance. That's a win in my book.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action, I'm going to throw one of my Crown of Stars motes. I'm going to be down to 5 after this.
Yep.
That is a 36 to hit.
36 hits.
And Crown of Stars is it 4d12? 4d12 radiant damage.
Nice.
Mhm.
So
Down, brother.
Ooh, okay. That is going to be 18, 20, 32 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, that's a good chunk.
And let's go back up. Where is your stat block, girlfriend? Because we're just having Rosie go immediately after.
Yep.
Pokemon.
She is going to
Very much so.
since he's finally close enough, she gets to use multi-attack. So she can use both of her attacks and cast a spell.
Hot.
So she's going to try to constrict him with rose vines.
Technically, I don't think I said I think she can't.
She can't do the grapple, but can she still do the damage off of it?
Yes, she can do the damage, but she cannot get the grapple off because he is gargantuan.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, she rolled a 6, which only adds up to a 17. So I don't think even the vines will hit him.
Mm-mm.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot. Sorry. I'm gonna see if her other thing recharges. It recharges on. It does recharge. Ooh. But I feel like I can pick that or the multi-attack. We're gonna do the multi-attack. We already started the multi-attack.
Okay. Well, you'll have it in your back pocket.
She's got her Wrath of non-existent plant god ability back.
Right.
Okay, touch. She's trying to touch him. She gets a 19. That also, or no, wait. Sorry, that's a higher one because it's a melee spell attack. She gets a 24.
24 hits.
24 hits. Hell yeah. 3d8 plus 10 radiant damage. What is that? That is 17 plus 10 is 27 radiant damage, and one of his non-existent magic items is suppressed.
Yay.
Yay.
For the spell that she's gonna cast. Oh god, what should she cast?
I know she's got some not so great shit like Goodberry.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, ooh, that's useful.
I feel like we don't have enough summons around here.
More Pokemon.
Oh, don't
Pokemon summoning Pokemon.
We don't.
So somewhere out of, I don't know if it crawls out of the rose bush or not, and she just brings it with her. A scorpion turns into a giant scorpion as she casts giant insect.
Yes.
Sure, I'll give that to you.
Yeah, so it's one of the spells that she can cast off of her stat block. She chills with scorpions. It's fine. So now we have a giant scorpion in the fray, a bunch of spirit warriors, and an angry plant lady.
And a cat.
And a cat.
And an image of Saint Hypatia.
And an image of Saint Hypatia.
An image of Saint Hypatia. Okay, warrior. So giant scorpion. It also has multi-attack.
Of course it does.
It's gonna scuttle up.
You should summon the horse.
Talina, that does not do magic damage.
No. I'll summon the Death's Head from my shield. Just have a real Pokemon battle.
I was going to, honestly.
Your petrifying Death's Head.
So I was like, I don't want to waste an action on Talina.
But it'd be funny.
Talina's gonna die.
It probably would die.
Fun fact about giant scorpions. They don't hit dragons, apparently.
Oh,
the best roll it got was a 20, so I don't think its claws are going to hit.
Nope.
It's going to try to sting the fucking dragon. It got an 8 to hit.
Nope.
You're doing so well, sweetie!
Go, baby, go!
So, because there is a lot of bullshit on the field, he is going to rear up onto his hind legs, open his mouth using another one of his legendary actions. He's going to use 2 of them because he got them back when he transformed. He's going to use one of his mythic actions in Chromatic Flare. So everything within 60 feet of the point, basically directly on the ground. So actually, I think everyone is safe except for Rosie, all of your warriors.
Probably, yeah.
The Scorpion, and Jasmine. Everyone else is safe. So I need saving throws. And I'm sorry to report to you that's a dexterity 26. So,
Hey, well, all of the berserkers failed.
Okay.
They all...
How much health do they have?
They all failed.
The Scorpion got a 16.
It failed.
And you need one from Rosie, right?
Yes.
They actually might survive this, depending.
They could. if I roll bad.
If he rolls bad, they could survive, which I would really love because I kind of want to use that reckless attack at least once.
It is
Rosie's
only
going to be using a
5d8.
legendary resistance on this, just so you know.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Right.
They'll be fine.
She's a rose
5d8.
lady.
Okay, hang on, Jazz. Jazz has a +3. Oh no, her saving throw is +9. Okay, because she's proficient with them. Okay, hang on. And Jazz got a 29.
So that passes. So she's not going to be taking the full 21 points of damage.
So she
lightning damage, I should say. So everything takes 21 points of lightning damage unless they succeeded on the 26 dexterity saving throw. And that was his legendary action. It is now his turn.
Yay!
Who's still up?
All the
giant
berserkers are
scorpion
still
is
up.
alive.
The
Rosie's
giant
still up.
scorpion is still alive.
Giant scorpions have 52 hit points.
Hell yeah,
Alright.
giant scorpion.
And he does not get his breath weapon back. So that's fun. He doesn't get his breath weapon back.
Oh, thank Christ.
He wouldn't have, well,
More of
he
a
would have
crab,
used it
but
on you.
whatever.
Yeah.
He is going to multi-attack Rosie because she's pulling some bullshit. So this is the bite. That's a 28.
A dragon's vicious jaws.
So that is.
Ran into an error, bitch.
Oh, why do they have different damage types? Not different damage types, different dice. All right, so that is 20 points of piercing damage. And now we get to the D12. Wait, no. 30 points of piercing damage, sorry. High level
Rosie.
plays.
Doing Rosie.
And 11 points of force damage.
Rosie's at half health officially.
Half? How much health does Rosie have?
She's a
252.
CR18 creature.
How much?
252.
Oh, okay.
Fuck me.
She's a CR18 creature.
Obviously.
This is why you're facing this thing.
This is why you don't let your players have the wish spell and be like, hey, can I turn that NPC from the middle of the campaign into a giant fey tree to help us?
Yeah,
So
and
that's
also
going
just
to be...
wish for all the resistance, all of it, all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Though, ironically, I also have a sorcerer feature that would give me all the resistance all the time as well. But now I just don't have to use sorcery points.
So that's a 30 to hit with the claw attack.
That's
cool.
She's not that buff.
I assumed not. So that is 22 points of slashing damage.
Ah! She's in the double digits.
Oh no. I am blanking on math. That is another 30 to hit.
That'll hit her.
Oh my god, that's another 22 points of slashing damage, and that is the end of his turn. So we now go to Percy.
She's going to use a legendary action on the end of his turn to... she's going to give... Who needs temporary hit points still?
I don't have any.
She'll give Percy 20 temporary hit points.
Cool.
Thank God for them temp HPs.
I mean, it'll shave off some damage you take.
Yeah. I'm really happy that Jazz is still alive. This is so exciting.
He's just holding her in his claw.
I don't know how this is happening, but
she had Jazz lost all of her temp HP getting hit, right?
Nope. Actually, she still has half of it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because she saved it.
Hell yeah! You're welcome.
And Alferion, you are on deck, but first, Percy.
But first,
all right,
I won't do it.
Percy is going to cast Mass Heal.
Hot.
So I have a pool of 700 hit points that I can divvy up amongst everybody.
Oh,
yep.
Who needs what?
I do. I'm at 30 hit points.
Out of
what you need.
Tell me how much you need.
Heal it.
If you
How
heal
much?
to full from 30, how
much?
many hit points do you need?
Well, my max HP is 103, so
73.
Need 73.
yeah.
You didn't.
All right.
Did you separate the temp hit points from that?
Oh, temp. So you're
The
only at
temp is
10.
20, so you're only at 10. So you need
So
Yeah.
add 20 to that.
you
So
need 93.
93.
93.
All
So that's
right.
93 from 700.
I'm gonna pick up myself real quick. How much do
Of
I need?
course.
But
I
those 10 hit
need
points, they sit there, and if you get
Oh.
hit, you burn those before you hit your real
minus
HP.
100.
Right, yep.
Right. Yes.
All right, I'm good.
Okay.
Who needs what?
Can I get 40
I
hit
got-
points?
You can get. I got 40 for you right here.
How
So
much
how
does
much am I
Rosie
getting?
need?
I mean, I just figured you want to give them to like the
Go to
players
the
before you give
players
them to the
first. How much does
NPCs.
Arthur need?
Can I take 88
You got it.
healed, baby?
All right. What about Jasmine?
I was gonna say, yeah, let me get her. So she is at 120. Current is 67. Where's my calculator? No, wait, that would be 60 minus 7 is 53. 53.
Cool.
So how much hit points am I getting?
You're full.
You're back to full.
Back
back
to
to
full,
full,
but you
you
have
need-
20 temporary hit points
It's
on
like
top of
a
that.
20 temp buffer, and then you have your full hit points.
Okay, so do I just like
There should be a sidebar where your health is. Just go up to full, and then there's a sidebar that's 10th HP. Put 20 into that.
Yeah, it just, if you don't have anything in it, it literally just has the heading. It just says temp. And then there's like a
Yeah.
space, and you just kind of click in the space. It like looks like there's nothing there.
All
okay?
right.
I'm
How
just
much
gonna-
does Rosie need?
How much you got left, baby?
I got 295.
Oh God, she doesn't even need that. She needs. She's at 75, and her max is 252. She needs 177, please.
Yeah.
Good lord.
I have 118 left. Does anybody else need anything?
Give the
I mean,
giant
you want to heal the
scorpion back
warriors?
their hit points.
Oh, yeah.
How much does the scorpion need?
Yeah.
I'm giving it out, baby. This
Heal
is
the-
Oprah out here. Everyone gets hit points.
This is Oprah. Everybody gets hit.
You get hit
You get
points. And the
HP.
giant scorpion
You
gets
get
hit points. And
The scorpion needs 22 hit points.
I got it, baby.
Everybody gets hit.
96. What do your warrior spirits need? I got 96 for them.
Okay, so they are all currently at 46 with a max of 67, which means they each took 21 damage. There are 15 of them. 15 times 21 is a total of 315. 91 divided by, what did you say you have left?
I got 96.
96 divided by 15 is, so they can all heal, what, 7?
You should not give the scorpion hit points. I don't think it can literally hit this thing unless it rolls a 19 or above.
I'm pulling for the scorpion, baby.
Scorpion. They're all 13 of them will be able to do 7 and 2 can heal 6.
Good for them. And I'm out. So you watch Percy just like glow as his green hands just like split all around the battlefield and restore everybody's hit points.
Could you always do that, Percy?
It's not always, but
Everybody
I
got
picked up a
good
few
hits.
things. And
Think of you in the
then
spirit.
I'll just do a bonus action, Toll the Dead.
Got me speaking in tongues. Shabba
Okay.
I'll do another quicken spell on that because I took Metamagic Adept.
Oh, you did.
Yes, he
So what
did.
saving throw is it?
Very smart.
Oh, geez.
Toll the
Oh,
Dead is a
geez.
wisdom saving throw, I believe.
So that's a 24 for wisdom.
Dang it.
No.
Beats it by 1.
So nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Oh, and then my angelic spirit goes.
Oh yes, your
So I
Saint
get to make
Hypatia goes.
4 attacks.
4 more spell attacks from the man.
All right. The first is gonna be 30. The
That
next
hits.
is 33.
That hits.
The next is 22.
That hits.
The next is 27.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
Just roll it all at once.
4 times of 2d6. All right, where the fuck is my thing? There it is. All right. 8 plus, so we're at 15. Now we're at 22. Roll 2 ones on that one. And then 24 plus 40, which
Good
is 64. 64 radiant damage as St. Hypatia just bombards him with magical beams.
Oof. All right, at the end of your turn, it's going to use its last legendary action, and it's just going to tail whip Rosie. $13, $18, so that's 30. It's 13 plus 18. I'm blanking.
That'll hit.
31. Yeah. Okay. 31. Yeah. And then strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. She got a 2 plus 4 is a 6.
So she is knocked prone.
Okay.
Unless she can't be knocked prone.
There's nothing about prone in her condition immunities.
All right, and she's going to be taking 21 points of bludgeoning damage, which should be no problem, seeing as how she just got healed to full. Now we're at Alferion's turn.
She does need to make a concentration check. The giant insect.
Oh, yes.
The scorpion shrinks.
No.
Oh, wait. She rolled a 5. 5 plus, that's a con save. Yeah, she only got a 10.
Oh, yeah, that fails.
Oh, no, wait. She got a 16. Sorry. She gets plus 11 on con saves. So how does concentration go?
I think it's the thing that I almost made you all do with the death saving throws of it's 10 or half the damage, whichever's higher. So that means this scorpion didn't shrink, because if it was 22 points of damage, it would only be 11, and she rolled 16, so the scorpion is still up.
She is giving us life.
Does anyone else have anything
Who has
else
the skipping
they need to do before we finally get to Alferion's turn?
Somebody throw that fucking rock.
I said we were going to kill a dragon with it. I said it. I said those words.
All right, finally, Alferion, we get to your turn. I'm so sorry. Level 20 play has this effect. Alferion, what are you doing?
Honestly, at this point, I feel like the 30th wheel.
No, oh my gosh, no. We just all have a shitload of extra stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, role play it up, man. Comment, jump in there. Like, make your character do shit. It's cool. You can totally participate even if you're not attacking.
Okay. So I still have like the enlarged thing, and originally I was going to have it so that I could shrink the dragon.
Make the scorpion bigger.
Which is essentially what I'm going to do.
Oh my god, please make the scorpion bigger.
I'm going to cast Enlarge.
You will have to move closer to the scorpion.
Okay, I have the movement thing, right?
Yes. I'm going to say you can get close enough to the scorpion to enlarge it, and you enlarge the scorpion. It is, what size category is it now?
Well, it would go from what? It went.
It goes up one size category, I believe.
So it was a large beast, so I think that makes it a huge.
It is now a huge beast. Good lord.
Hell yeah.
And I think it also gets some bonus stuff to strength attacks, which I think all of its attacks are strength based, which means it gets a bonus.
Hell yeah, giant scorpion. I'm really fucking rooting for this giant scorpion.
Creature, everything it is wearing and carrying changes with the size of it. Any item dropped by the affected creature returns to its normal size. Let's see, enlarge. The target size doubles in all dimensions. Its weight is multiplied by 8. This increases the size by 1 category, blah, blah, blah. maximum possible size in the space available until the spell ends. The target also has advantages on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Yep.
Oh.
The target's attacks with any weapons, which I'm assuming the stinger would count.
Yep.
Yeah, the stingers and
natural
claws
weapons.
do
Yep.
count.
They deal 1d4 extra damage.
Oh, sweet.
We just need to get it to hit.
If it can hit, it just has to hit.
Just
Guys, it gets
needs
+4 to hit.
I believe in it.
So it just has to roll a 20.
It does.
Yeah.
No, it's AC is 22, right?
Right.
He can roll 18.
18 or above, and the scorpion will hit.
Is there
I'm
anything
rooting
that
for
like
him.
any of you guys can do to like help?
Somebody use their turn to give the scorpion the help action.
I'm gonna just make sure it has advantage on its next attack roll.
All right. So now we are back up to the top with Arthur and all of your summonables.
Oh God.
So
Here
on
we
the
go.
end of Alferion's turn, Rosie's going to use one of her 3 legendary actions for the round to give Lark 20 temporary hit points because she hasn't done that yet.
Cool.
Do it.
She can't give herself the temp HP, unfortunately.
Right. True.
All right.
But
So-
I'm just imagining like the scorpion like feeling so vindicated, like
It's already so big.
So buff. I
I'm
should have
so
done
happy.
the better conjure spell, but this is cooler.
it's a kaiju.
Nope, it's amazing. I am living for the kaiju scorpion. Like we did this with Jasmine once, by the way. We just kept making her bigger. Like amazing. I think we did it to me once too, and I just stomped on some shit.
Yeah, I did enlarge you once.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, in the hospital, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do my shooty shoots,
Of course.
and
No surprise.
and then we'll have the menagerie do their thing.
Yes, you would, of course, automatically have advantage, seeing as how you have Rosie, a giant kaiju scorpion, and 15 berserkers, as well as your cat next to it.
Imagine if there was some way to combine them all like the Megazords.
I love it. Well, damn. Sorry, my Instacart shopper is being a total cunt right now.
Oof.
Anyway, like, sorry, she stressed me out. Yeah, shooty shoots. Wait, since you said I already have advantage, that means I do not need to use my, what is it that does that? The steady aim.
You can use your bonus action for something else for once.
I actually can. So I'll pull the sharpshooter business. So and then we will hold. I think we're gonna hold on that bonus action for a second. I'm not sure because I don't want to break Hunter's Mark yet.
Right.
So yeah, let's do Cryptbane real quick. Okay, and that's a 31 to hit.
That's with the -5. Well, not
oh,
that the -5
sorry.
matters.
26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Good Lord.
Boom. Plus another 10 is 5 and 3 is 8. Wait, hang on. No, I'm sorry. That's 40, 49, 50, 59. 59 total points from Dubowski. And
Hot damn.
you know what? You know what we're gonna do? Oh no, I can't because I have to have attacked with a psychic blade already in order to attack with the second one as a bonus action.
Oh.
Yeah. I can throw 2, but I have to use 2 psychic blades. What do I... You know what? I'm just... don't think I'm going to use my bonus action this round. I want to keep Hunter's Mark up because when Jasmine attacks, she'll get bonus damage, which... Let's have her go. Yeah?
She is grappled. Let me see.
Oh, well then... Strength check? Or is it strength save to end the grapple?
I think it's... That's weird. It doesn't have a...
Hang on. I have grappled and beyond. The condition...
Oh, yeah. You have to make a competing athletics or acrobatics check to get out of it using your action. I have a grappling-based character in a different campaign.
Okay. So
he's real good at punching too.
Well, I don't think I gave her an athletics skill. Like it's literally just not in her stat block.
Then it's just her strength modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, then I guess.
Which is probably not going to beat a dragon.
Probably not.
It doesn't stop her from attacking him. It just means that she can't move away from him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
She like biting. Have you ever an angry cat before?
Let's just have her. Yeah, she can.
You have to hold it out like far away from your body.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a bitey situation. And wow, okay. Are we giving her advantage too because of all the berserkers and shit, or no?
Does she get advantage from all of the berserkers and shit?
I don't know. You gave it to me.
Yeah, because they're allies. You summoned them.
They're allies to her too.
Yes, so she would get advantage.
Oh, cool. Well, then that matters because I really need to roll that again. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. That's a 30.
Yep, that'll hit.
Thank you, advantage. Okay. And so that is 16. She does a little bit extra because I have Hunter's Mark up. So total of 18 points of piercing damage. And then all of the berserkers who are going to attack recklessly this time.
All right. I'm going to get the D6 I was counting on with.
Hey, even with advantage, roll 1 fails.
Uh-huh.
Roll 2 succeeds.
1 on the board.
Roll 3 crits.
All right.
Get out of my way. Roll 4. 4 fails.
Yes.
Roll 5 fails. Roll 6 fails. Roll 7 fails. Roll 8 fails. Roll 9 succeeds. Roll 10 fails. Roll 11 succeeds. Roll 12 succeeds. Roll 13 crits.
Ooh.
Roll 14 fails. And last one, roll 15, get out of my way, fails. So what did I get?
All right. 4 hits, 2 crits.
4 hits, 2 crits. All right, let's do the 4 hits first real quick. Well, actually, technically that's just 6 hits plus 24.
All right, I'll take the 24 off, and then you roll the 6 hits.
Okay.
6
So
standard
that
hits.
is
Just roll it all together.
6d12 plus 18. There we go. 58 more. That'll do for a berserker attack. That'll do.
This thing's starting to look a little rough.
Yes, my warriors.
All right. And I think
should be it for me.
It used all of its legendary actions, so it can't do anything. So now it is Lark.
Rosie's going to use her last legendary action for that round. She's going to try to hit it.
Fair enough.
Attacks against the berserkers will have advantage now.
Okay. All right. We're going to try this one. She's going to try to do the viney thing because it didn't work last time. She gets a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
It's 3d6
Ooh.
plus 5. So that's 16 damage. And unfortunately, she can't grapple him.
Right. You're now in double digits.
Yay!
I will say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Knock him down.
Lark's he's gonna throw out an Eldritch Blast. Because he hasn't done that all of this fight yet.
Very true.
Okay. Lowest to hit is 17 plus 6, which is 23. So all of these hit.
Yes.
Magic items are crazy. Okay, so 7 plus 6 is 13, plus 8 is 21, plus 24 is 45 points of force damage.
Oh my god. He's looking
And
real rough.
I'm going to then I'm gonna throw one of my my crown bolts at it
Cool.
with my bonus action. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
4d12. Is it just, do I add anything else to it? I think it's just 4d12.
No, I think it's just 4d12.
Yeah. 4d12 radiant damage. Oh, that's not great. That's 14 radiant damage.
Oh, no.
Open Google Assistant.
Oh, what happened?
I find
So I think that's it for Lark, and now it's Rosie's turn.
Yep.
Multi-attack. Scorpion attack. So multi-attack. We're gonna let the yeah, we'll do Rosie first, then we'll do the Scorpion because it's her summon. So she gets to make. What does she get?
Daisy chaining summons.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not Pokemon anymore. It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes. When do we fusion summon?
Sadly, never.
So this is 22 to hit off the vine attack.
Yep, that
Use
hits.
Scorpion with the cat. Make a manticore. We can do this.
That's gonna be, so that is 15 plus 5. That's 20 bludgeoning damage off that one.
Oh, it's looking real rough.
This is the melee spell attack where she just bitch slaps him. That is 28 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
3d8 plus 10 radiant damage.
No, save it for the stone. I need to throw it.
So that's 19 that's 19 radiant damage.
He explodes.
No!
We were so close.
No!
He explodes, stones flying everywhere, lightning crackling, blasting off the roof of one of the towers, crackling, leaving divots in the ground.
I mean,
and the clouds clear.
But I was teeing up something really awesome.
He says, holding a single flat stone in his hand.
I put my hand on his shoulder. It would have been awesome.
I just fly up to him and start I hug the side of his face and just pat his cheek.
I'm gonna fly down and be like, Rosie, you're more spectacular than I ever thought you would be. It's like that scene in Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, at the very end when John Leguizamo wins.
She's an angel. I love it. Oh my god.
Thanks, Rosie.
Yes. I'll see you soon, hopefully. And she gives a twirl as she descends into the rose that then the rose bush turns to rose petals that blow away in the wind.
Don't forget second harvest, we're having a kegger.
Sounds like a banger. Oh wait. Oh yeah, we were here to do a thing. I got distracted by the killing of the dragon.
Yeah, you're forgetting about your boy toy and Duh.
Tig, the princess.
Yeah.
The giant scorpion is just sitting there, I think, clacking for a few seconds.
It's
just have a
probably
giant
very
scorpion now?
excitedly running around, like
Oh,
looking at.
Have a giant
It's
I
probably
wonder
like
if we could like use the giant scorpion like Howl's Moving Castle and just climb the tower.
Oh, I'm in. Let's do this. I have rope. What are we doing? Where are we going?
I'm using the stairs.
I'm just going to fly.
Well, wouldn't the scorpion just be able to like dig its claws or whatever into the stone
unless
bed?
it has an innate climb speed. No.
Also,
Probably doesn't.
Rosie's gone, so I don't think the scorpion
Yeah.
stays big for long.
Yeah.
No, it becomes small. Not tiny, small.
Because
Because it's still enlarged.
Fine, it'll
Because
just
it's still
fly up the
large.
window.
You watch as this scorpion shrinks and then shrinks again, and it was waving its claws excitedly, and then it just puts its claws down and its tail droops.
Poor guy.
Poor
I didn't think it would be cognitive enough to understand that, but I guess it was.
kind of cute. I like him. Can we keep him?
It's
It just turns and
pincers.
starts scuttling off in a random direction somewhere, just off into the castle grounds.
Hi.
But I would actually like to just. Does the tower have a window?
It does. It is a very, very tall tower.
You with your breaking into windows and shit.
Okay, but have you seen a kingfisher fly?
Yeah. Go for it. I mean, you want to fly up in the window, you do it. Do it up. Let me know what you see.
Yep.
I
I'm
can
gonna do
fly.
it.
Taking the stairs.
There is a door at the bottom. You watch as you get close, the door actually materializes and opens for you.
Oh,
And you all head up the stairs.
for me.
I'm going to say that while Alferion gets there first, you all arrive to see it is a princely bedroom, a very large bed, armoires, trunks, a writing desk, a lovely almost conversation pit with chairs and a fireplace, a place where there is a bathroom that is actually a room that you could go into with a bath. It is everything that you would ever need, a whole house to itself up here, and it is covered in vines and plants.
Ooh.
The air is actually not yellow in here. It's kind of green, and there's a lot of stained glass windows everywhere. But standing in the center of the room with a look of fright on his face, an arm up, is a stone statue of Tig.
Kiss him, kiss him, kiss him.
I mean, well, yeah, I'm gonna try that now, but can we take a beat? How did he get like this?
Maybe it has something to do with the stone dragon.
All right. Cheek peck. I'm going in.
As you kiss the cold stone, it warms under your lips, and as you pull away, you watch as the green spreads across Tig's face as he becomes a Eladrin prince once again.
Can we slightly retcon that for just 1 second? When you go in for the cheek peck, Lark's gonna be like, "Come on now! I really think you should do it on the." I'm gonna subtle spell suggestion. You really should kiss him on the lips.
All right,
Yeah,
saving throw.
Give me a
saving throw, Arthur.
throw.
I will go for it. Okay, what's the save? What is the save?
You have to beat a 23.
No,
no, sorry, I lied. You have to beat a
Charisma.
25.
Oh, for
Give
For
me a nat
suggestion.
20.
well, 7.
Can I also do it?
Do you have suggestion
I
too?
failed. I failed miserably. Like, I definitely failed. So whatever gross thing he said I should do, I guess I'm doing.
Kiss him on the
mean,
lips.
The last time that Lark played wingman by hypnotizing his friends. Now they're married. Kids.
Now that is true. That is
Yeah.
true.
Imagine if you told him to aim a little lower.
No. This is PG
No,
13.
in Sylvan, Lark's just like, okay, there's this one's still a virgin. We have to go slow on that.
Fine, I'll do.
So yes, as you kiss Tig on the lips, you feel his lips warm under yours as he transforms back into his princely self. There is definitely a shift in the air at this point. The windows glow brighter from sunlight. You begin to hear birds chirping again as he. Oh, well, how long was I like this?
Perception?
7 years?
Sure, give me a perception. What are you looking for?
I don't know, I guess investigate, like trying to determine how long he's been like this, depending on like the environment around.
Um, Actually, I'd say that's more of a just a straight intelligence check. So roll d20 plus your intelligence.
Okay. That's gonna be 19.
All right. So it's not necessarily the surroundings, but the fact that Tig disappeared 7 years ago, according to your group. Thundara Sax has taken over the castle for 7 years. There's a lot of sevens lining up. And so
Yeah.
it seems he's probably been like this for 7 years.
Oh boy, this is gonna be hard. Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. Well, let's put it this way. This one, pointing to I can never remember names. Um,
Arthur?
yeah,
Arthur.
Arthur.
Oh, yeah.
This one he points to Arthur. Owes you 7 birthday presents.
I mean, I don't know that we really knew each other that well, but yeah, pretty sure it's been about since the last time I saw you, which by all accounts seems to be 7 years on the mortal plane.
Wow. I'm very thankful that you came back for me.
Yeah. I had this key thing for like ever, and I had no idea what it was for, but eventually, I don't know, a couple of things fell together and it took us here. Well, I mean, I grabbed some friends.
Well, I'm thankful for I recognize 2 of them.
Yeah.
I have to use the bathroom.
Oh,
Percy's just gonna be like, let me take a look at you. I'm gonna do a medicine check on it.
Yep, you can do a medicine check.
That's a 30.
I mean,
you check all the
he's
medicine.
he's pretty shaken up.
Yeah.
It seems like he was petrified maybe a few minutes after he got taken and has just been petrified for this whole time.
Who
Is he
petrified?
missing any HP?
No.
Cool. Well, you seem fine, so
Darling, who
besides,
did this?
yeah. Was it the dragon?
I think so. I have no idea.
Wait,
Where did the dragon where did it come from?
hang on. What's the last thing you remember?
I remember you giving me a kiss on the cheek,
Yeah,
the
right.
curse being broken, and then getting grabbed and yanked through a portal. I was then placed in here by the dragon, who called me a false prince and that my castle was his castle now, and I then turned to stone, I guess.
Percy like leans over to Lux. Man, even the first kiss was on the cheek. These hag curses are like fucking weak sauce. Like...
I'll tell you, my curses are far better crafted nowadays.
It was a fine curse.
I mean, I was cursed for whoever knows how many years. True love isn't exactly easy to find.
Right. Yep.
You just gonna be on your merry way now, Arthur? Nothing else to say?
No, I mean, so what do you do now? I
Percy's like definitely starts like laughing at that. He's like, and I like once again look like you thought I was bad at flirting. All right.
you know, well,
He's been a statue for 7 years, Arthur. I don't think he's been doing very much at all.
right. I mean, do we look for your turtle thing?
Where did your
I'm
turtle
sure
go?
Hiccup will turn up. He always does.
Yeah.
And at this point, you do hear from the window an echoey hiccup and the sort of twinkling right on cue.
Yeah. See, I
Right-
really worried
right on
about
cue.
turtle is the thing.
Maybe we should give you two some privacy.
Concerned. Wouldn't have anybody to take care of him, you know.
Well, I guess now that I'm here and all the curses are broken, I guess this is my kingdom that I have to rule, and I'm definitely going to need some help.
Well, there's some dryads waiting outside that I'm sure would really love to hear from you.
I really don't think you're okay. Okay. He just takes you by the
He's
shoulders and
really
just
bad at this.
I mean, you know,
I
you
can
don't have
tell.
you don't have to
I
rule the
meant,
domain.
like, if
What if
you
you-
would like to take a stroll, perhaps we could go visit the dryad.
We'll take this slow. It
I
seems
mean-
you're going to need a lot of time.
The two of you could have some courtship, I won't lie. And you don't need to stay around here for that. You have a dimension hopping turtle, and Arthur has so many contracts to do.
Well, yeah, there are a few that I haven't completed. We kind of took a side bit to come here. The key thing was
I mean, the two of you could go off on a little honeymoon, as they call it, and me and my siblings can just watch the place for you.
I don't even.
Why do I get the feeling that that's not the greatest of ideas?
That's a good feeling. To trust that feeling.
I mean,
Run with that
honestly,
feeling.
Percy.
Maybe I'll just hang around for a minute.
We're going to need to route your plane back to the Feywild anyway, aren't we? How do we do that?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question.
I feel like it already has been, and he opens the window, and it's just like Disney movie. Just sunshine and birds and green trees, and there's like a rainbow.
I like this a lot more than your domain, Lark.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Bitch, please.
Well, it's certainly an improvement from when we walked in here.
That's true.
Fair point, fair point.
Yes.
And Tig looks a lot better moving around than as a horrifying statue. So, you know, that's also nice.
Well, we have a start. We'll figure this out, I'm sure. He pats your hand gently.
Yeah. That's good. Just do a pat. If you couldn't see my hand, I would do it.
Just
that's good for
yeah, you weren't kidding about that needing to take it slow, huh?
I look at Lark again. I'm like, I never want to hear it again from you about me being awkward, all right?
Percy, Percy, darling, I've kept it from you for years.
All I did was break a curse, okay?
You needed a little help when you first met Landon, too.
Yeah, but I would have gotten there.
Just a little push. The same I did for Arthur, I did for you.
Very magical.
Right.
Very magical.
We're just like, yeah, the exact same. Landon and I totally didn't bone down that night, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes, on the cheek,
Meanwhile,
boning, what's the difference? It's
and-
basically the same thing.
yeah. Yeah, wait, what is Arthur now? Because he was 24 when we started, so he's 31.
Yeah, but you're a half fae or half elf. You age really slowly / non-existently.
Right, true.
This is also an Eladrin prince who is who knows how fucking old.
Which is also terrifying. Oh god, how many people hesitated. Maybe we should just go outside. I think outside.
Or give us a tour. Or at least give Arthur a tour. I think he might be spending a lot of time here in the near future.
Lots of reasons.
Most likely. And he leads you all down the stairs where indeed there is Hiccup, the giant turtle, with the Hobbin Snapper still on his back.
Hey.
The Hobbin Snapper looks derelict at this point.
Oh no.
Oh.
I hope
well, it has been 7 years. Perhaps we could start by fixing up the good old Hobbin Snapper.
Right after a drink.
I'm sure there's some good whiskey somewhere still in there.
Cheers.
Now, if only we could get back up.
Nope, I got nothing.
Well, we can like take trips. A few of us can fly.
Wait, back up to that? To the top?
Yeah.
Mark's just gonna animate object a few boulders because since they don't have legs, they'll fly. Everybody hop on a boulder.
Okay, this is fun.
All the way up to the Hobbin Snapper on the back of the giant turtle.
4 flying boulders.
I dig it.
Yeah, I'd rather not sit on the rocks.
Oh, we have wings, darling. We don't need them.
Yeah, I mean, I just fine, lord it over us, groundlings.
Whatever. I mean, Percy, don't you have your boots? You can fly.
Also has boots.
Yeah.
I just am the only one who can't fly.
I can't fly either. So.
At least I have company, so.
Archfey
Up a boulder.
Fly. Question mark.
So you all head up to the Hobbin Snapper, and yes, you do find there is still booze, and you all enjoy a drink. And that is going to be the end of the story. Whatever happens between Tig and Arthur, who knows? Maybe they get married one day. Maybe they just dance around the bush for all eternity until they both die and turn to dust. Who knows? But
the eternal will they, won't they?
Literally the eternal will they, won't they?
Yeah.
But with this closed, we do officially close the book on Scion of the Dark House. So join us very soon as we start our brand new campaign, which we're going to kind of announce right now, called Red Dirt and Stardust. It is a sci-fi fantasy Western pirate mishmash. Kind of think Treasure Planet, but more magic and fantasy. We already have all the characters rolled up. We have all kinds of lore galore. And I'm very excited to have us all start playing this brand new story in this brand new universe. So join us in a little bit when we put that out. So until then, I'll see you all later.